If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side flyer. Just a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
You look a little lightheaded, dude.
No, it's JFig's fault,
Yeah, it is.
right? Because I'm like, don't get blood work during the middle of the day because you got to fast, right? And you best believe at 10 o'clock, I had me a nice little meal, right, before I went to bed because you got to fast for 12 hours.
Yep.
And she goes, are you chewing ice? No, gum. I said, it's not helping. And then she replies, they say that actually makes you hungrier.
True.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Gets the stomach acid going.
bro science.
It's not
that,
gross.
like that
I think
sounds
it's science.
Is it almost?
okay. Then what does ice do?
Ice is it keeps you hydrated when you're not supposed to drink a lot of water. That's why the
Dang.
pregnant love chewing ice.
No, but
I
it,
also love chewing ice.
no,
People
because I
constantly
think it's
also-
because
You know who loves chewing ice?
Who's
a
that?
dog. A dog loves chewing ice.
yeah,
Yeah.
but guess what?
Especially when it
Zeus,
falls.
Zeus had to quit chewing ice.
Why?
He broke a tooth.
Oh, really? I didn't think
Oh,
anything could beat
yeah.
that dog.
Oh, he was yelping.
What'd you give him? Like one of those giant whiskey cubes?
Oh yeah, those are
No,
fancy.
the regular ice cubes out of the.
Interesting.
And they said you got to give him softer ice. I'm like, what?
Softer ice. I guess
Yeah,
like,
you know, like-
is that like a bagged ice?
Oh,
Yeah,
like
you
what-
know the bagged ice is like it has
Yeah,
the hole.
that's a
it's
soft
not-
ass ice.
Right.
Chick-fil-A ice. Best ice.
Oh, that's that
good.
pregnancy ice right
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
ice.
that good ice. That's the only ice that makes me want to drink Coke because it kind of absorbs it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's delicious.
yeah. My, I was doing this, so let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I wonder what
Mm.
flavor this truck is. I tried. I'm so hungry, dude. I tried to sleep late, just to
None
kind
of it
of.
worked.
Yeah, none of it worked.
I'm sorry, man.
And then Mima asked me, "Want me to make you some breakfast?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Thanks."
Damage is done.
Yeah.
So I was
So
looking
it's
at,
safe to believe that I'm gonna come when I come back. My ass gonna be chewing on something.
I would believe that. I mean, half the time it is anyway. So
Whoa!
what? Those are just the facts. It's not a shot.
Oh, hey, don't let him shame you, dude. Pull a Leroy here and say, "Am I lying though?
Am I though?
Am I lying though?"
He's not lying.
Wow.
He's right. So I was telling Marcos before the show today, looking at some Dolphins seasoned chili peppers. I'm looking at some
Hey,
Dolphins.
I told you what
seasoned
my
chili
two are.
What are your?
I got Tua to win the MVP,
Yep, that's
And-
plus 2,500. Yeah, we did that.
and I'm gonna go Canes to make the playoffs. It's like 240. It's not a lot.
Well, we were doing this, Leroy.
Well, can we do here? Canes to win the ACC.
Yeah, we
It's
actually
like
saw that.
400.
It was actually better. You got actually a better number for them to win the ACC than you did to make the playoff.
Right. So
But forget that.
whoa,
Could I interest you? All right.
whoa. Just
What?
dismiss my chili peppers?
Well, you actually, what happened is you got greedy and did your own chili peppers. You didn't let me. You didn't even let me show you what we have coming out on the fajita plate.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, could I interest you in All right, this is our first debate before the show today. What about Devon Achane to lead the league in rushing?
Nope.
Oh, hear me out. I got to
Okay.
give you the number. You can't just dismiss it. I got to give you the number first. Okay.
Okay.
Devon Achane to lead the league in rushing plus 2,300.
Nope.
Christian McCaffrey's the favorite plus 650. Jonathan Taylor plus 750. Bijan Robinson plus 800. How about this?
And
though?
wait.
Mostert.
What do all those other guys have that Achane doesn't?
Hmm.
Another damn running back.
Well, this is the thing that's interesting to me. Raheem Mostert plus 5,500 to lead the league in rushing.
Well,
And here's the thing, Leroy. Last year,
all
right? Last year in the NFL, you only had 11 guys go for over 1,000. 12, excuse me, 12 guys. Mostert was one of them, and he missed 2 games.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
you have Christian
You're
McCaffrey.
thinking.
Hear me out. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. You have Christian McCaffrey made of porcelain. Guy's going to get hurt eventually again. It happens, right?
Not
he
since
led
he
the
got
league-
to.
He led the league last year in rushing, just rushing. Okay,
Mhm.
remember rushing.
Mhm.
Didn't even hit 1,500 yards. All right.
Oh, okay. And why is that? Teams
Well, he
aren't
catches
running
the
the
ball
ball
a
as much.
Hmm?
And here's the other deal. And here's the biggest reason why he's at what 5,500
Mostert.
Mostert. Who is the oldest person to lead the league in rushing?
I don't
You
know.
ever thought about that?
I don't know who is.
Okay, but that's why that's how the betting is made up.
Yeah, but it feels like a slept on number. Like
Not with Achane in the same backfield.
if you would have given him 2 more
You're not
games
gonna
last
give
year,
you're not gonna give a 30-plus-year-old the required carries to lead the league.
if he would have played the full season last year, he's leading. He's probably second. He's easily second.
The
Wait.
answer is 30.
And that's only because hold on. You ready? That's only because Achane got hurt. He wouldn't have had all them carries at the end of the game. I love the way you take the facts of the situation here and make them fit your chili pepper.
Well, the chili pepper it's a giant chili pepper. Okay, we're talking like a logo that's on
Why,
top
though?
of the restaurant.
Wow.
Why though?
I just feel like that's really
Okay,
disrespectful.
so let me get this straight. You're gonna bet both Achane and Mostert to lead the league
One of
in
them to lead the league in rushing.
Okay, and you do realize they both could have 1,000 yards.
But maybe somebody takes over, you know?
No, they're
somebody's-
not.
I don't know.
That position
I don't
hasn't
know.
operated like that. They don't do that here.
I don't know.
Never know.
Okay. Jonnu Smith ran a reverse.
So
Wrinkles.
they do that all the time.
That's true. Remember, we talk about the wrinkles. Will that take away from the carries?
Dude, I'm not. Go ahead. Put all your money on it.
I'm not putting all my money. Well, I don't have to. That's the beauty of it. It's plus
Wow.
5,500.
That's right. $10.
Little something. That's why it's a chili pepper.
Yeah.
But it's not even a real, it's not even.
It's not unrealistic. It's not unrealistic.
It is
for him to go from-
unrealistic.
for him to
I'm
go from
explaining
10th
to you
to
why.
first. 10th
You
to
got
first.
two back. You're betting 2 backs on the same team to lead the league in rushing.
I'm betting on
That in
somebody.
itself sounds crazy.
All right, what about this? What about this? All right.
It's
Maybe you like this one better.
like betting 2 guys to win 100 in the Olympics.
Okay, hear me about what about this?
Gotta
I
hedge
like
your
this one. This one more realistic, I think.
All right.
Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane. Devon Achane plus 2,600 to lead the league in rushing touchdowns this season. Mostert is plus 2,800. Mind you, Mostert led the league in rushing touchdowns last season, missing 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
You like that one a little better?
No.
Why not?
Still no.
No. You don't think one of the Dolphins running back could lead the league in rushing touchdowns when one of them led the league in rushing touchdowns last year?
No.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He's got no faith in us.
No faith.
That has nothing to do with faith.
No faith. No faith in you,
us.
Raheem.
How are we going to
Oh,
score
my
then? How are we going to score?
How are we
the
gonna
ball?
score?
Listen, can I just say this? This is how fans lose all their money.
That's not fair.
Yes, it is.
It's
Because are you insinuating that I'm a hater if I won't make that bet.
I think it's dismissive.
No. You see,
No.
what I'm saying? You're saying, oh,
No.
you got no faith. You got no faith.
No. Well, you don't have faith in something that happened literally last year. So what do you think? The Mostert wheels are going to fall off?
Last year. Like, you do realize that there's maybe been one or two guys that have more than 20 touchdowns twice in the season,
Mm-hmm.
and you expecting Mostert to do it?
Well, even if Mostert,
I think the record, I want to say the record is 27, 28.
For most rushing touchdowns?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't have to break the record. That's not the bet.
No,
the bet is not break the record. The record is lead the league.
But do you understand? I don't think there's ever been a running back to do it twice.
So what about Achane? What if Achane?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Achane steps
As
in
a
there.
running back, nobody. There may have been a couple of guys to do it twice.
Do you know that he had 18?
God forbid stats should get in the way
I'm
of your
giving you. I'm literally giving you the stats from. See, here's the thing. You want to know what's annoying about you?
Oh man,
What?
It's only your stats that are the real stats. I'm literally giving you the numbers
Give me
from
stats.
last year.
Give me stats from last year.
Last
what is
year,
the stat I gave you?
How
many?
It's
only
science,
been-
dude. What about science, huh?
What about it?
Okay, go.
Someone.
I'm getting 30-1 of him leading the league in touchdowns again.
I mean, come on.
Is it that? And he did it with missing 2 games.
Yeah.
And by the way, this old McCaffrey. Everybody, we love Christian McCaffrey.
So, question: is it possible to look that up?
Look what up.
Has anybody ever had more than 20 touchdowns twice in their career?
More than 20 touchdowns or
Twice.
Like in
No,
rushing touchdowns?
more than 20 touchdowns twice in their career.
Boy, this is oddly specific.
Yeah.
But I,
It's right up there with hockey rules for him.
No, because
I looked at the first one. You had asked, has there ever been a running back who had led the league in rushing touchdowns 2 years in a row? And only 2 names I see here are Jim Brown and Emmitt Smith.
Mm.
Led the league 3 times. Emmitt Smith, Jim Brown.
But that's not even in a row. That's just 3 times total in his
total.
In his 16-year career.
I think he's actually helping us though, Tobin, because at the end of the day,
right?
That's why it's 3,300.
We're gonna act like the offense was the same when Jim Brown played. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this with Mike McDaniel running the hell. We're gonna act like we're gonna do. We're gonna take stats.
No.
Jim Brown's era.
No, but what I am gonna say is this: you're talking about football back when they actually ran the football more than they threw it, and now you're gonna take. And so you're basically saying we got Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith, and now we're going to throw Raheem Mostert into that.
Okay, here's the thing. This is why you're being a wise ass.
Oh.
He doesn't have to beat Jim Brown's record.
I'm not saying
has
that.
To be the leader amongst today's football, which, yes, rushes the ball less, which would actually equate to a weirder winner multiple times because a lot of people aren't doing the run enough. He had more rushing touchdowns than anybody last year with 2 less games.
With a guy who is he didn't have less games than Jim Brown. With a guy,
Jim. Let me. I want to. There's 100% bet here that actually says Raheem Mostert does not have to compete against Jim Brown in any bet.
Yes,
it's not a thing. That's not the discussion.
Yes,
I'm asking you if there's value.
No,
betting a guy 30-1 to do something he did last year, and you're saying,
to do something that maybe only two other guys in the history of football.
Emmitt Smith, I'm looking at the because now the next question was how many times has a running back rushed for more than 20 touchdowns in a season? The only person who has done it more than one time is Emmitt Smith. He had 21 and 25. Raheem Mostert is 15 on the list with what he did last year at 18.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have to get 22 years.
He doesn't have to get 20.
Less than 20.
He had 21 total.
Yeah. But 18 rushing.
But all he has to do is rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is being left off the table here when I'm trying to come to your table with the fajitas.
Oh.
And you just think, nah, it's a little too much for me, even though I'm getting blood work today.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That There's a reason why it's 30-1. Right?
Age. I think it's age.
No.
I think it's age. They're ageist.
Wow.
They dismiss the old.
That's
okay,
true.
you can bet it.
I am going to bet
Especially in running back.
Go ahead.
Right along with River Craycraft anytime touchdown.
He gotta be. He's not even healthy.
When is he coming back?
We going Julian Hill until he comes
Oh.
back.
Julian.
Take a break. Back after this.
That's not good.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. Leroy being dismissive to start today's show today.
I'm being dismissive. I'm being real.
Dismissive. By the way, it was just done. Derrick Henry did this 2019-2020, led the league in touchdowns in rushing.
So the original one was scored 20 touchdowns 2 years in a row. But he led the league. There's been a couple of guys who led the league.
That was a goalpost move by you immediately. It really had nothing to do with the bet. The bet is just leading the league in touchdowns.
Okay.
That was a good diversion, though.
It was a nice try. You know what you remind me of? You remind me of that. No. You remind me of the old man we saw in the poker room because you just wanted to yell Jim Brown at me. Like, I didn't ever put Raheem Mostert in the category of Jim Brown, and I'm not trying to. I'm simply just saying 30-1 on my money.
No, but there's and here's what I tried to get, what point I try to make with you. There's a reason why it's 30-1. You splitting carries with another guy on your team who's just as damn good.
Yeah, but one guy's good. He scores touchdowns. You got to say, Mostert scores touchdowns.
Dude, what was the problem with the Dolphins last year?
Short yardage situations, but he not in the red zone. He was great at it.
All right.
He was, Leroy. How can we dismiss that at 18?
I'm not dismissing what happened last year, but you're not taking all the information. All the information was all offseason they complained about no work from the tight end. You had another running back who people thought was better than him that was out. Okay? The circumstances that occurred was he was the only guy doing it. Now they're not going to go about it that way this year because they got Achane. They got Jonnu Smith. They're going to use tight ends. They made a big emphasis on that. So it's going to take away from some of the things they do on the goal line so they can be more creative.
That's what they say, but Mike McDaniel has his blank. He loves Raheem Mostert.
Okay. All right.
Raheem Mostert in a lot of ways, he's like comfort food for Mike McDaniel.
Uh-huh.
And again, missing this in it's 30-1. Little chili pepper, baby.
And I would say there's a reason why it's 30-1. You know what? Put your name on there and make it 17,000-1. You think some jackass is looking around and go, this Brendan Tobin, chili pepper.
See, this is why you're a jerk. Because it's a chili pepper because he just did something last year. And they're saying they're basically betting. Here's what this is. The odds makers are telling you it's a fluke. And I'm saying, you know what? I think they're only doing that because they're ageist.
It's not a fluke. He did get those surgeries. Not a fluke. But what I'm saying is when you look at all the circumstances surrounding that, he's not going to get that many opportunities as he did last year with the players coming back or with the additions to the team. That's what they're saying to you. But they're expecting, and here's what they're expecting. They're expecting everybody to go and look at the stats like you did and go, oh, he did it last year, 30-1.
What about Tua at 1100 plus 1,100 to lead the league in passing again?
That's a good bet.
You like that one?
Yes.
All right.
You know why? Because it aligns with his MVP bet.
It does.
That's why he.
But I'm not.
He's anti-running back because it doesn't help his pockets.
How would he be anti-running back?
You know, there can only be one.
No, but that's So 2 plus 1,100. I'm
like
in.
Highlander?
Yeah, can only be one.
Tua is plus 1,100.
That's more of a reasonable bet. That's more than a realistic bet than.
CJ Stroud's the favorite. Plus 650. Then Mahomes. Then Mahomes. Then Dak. Then Joe Burrow.
Here's what happens. You know how you can go from worst to first in the NFL? A lot of people don't pay attention to this. Usually when you're the worst in the NFL, you have the easiest schedule coming the next year, right? Because the way they do the schedules. The Texans have the most difficult schedule in football this year, if not top 5.
Is that true?
Yes.
I mean, they play in the South. It can't be that hard.
No, okay. Go look at all their other. I think they play go look at your schedule.
I'm looking at it. I'm getting to it. What do you think? What am I, a magician? I'm getting it.
No.
He's barking out a lot of orders.
He really
this
is.
first
You know,
round.
like you bring up one chili
my
pepper
goodness.
to get everybody excited, and then all of a sudden,
Because I do a show with a rambler who doesn't have any stats to support what he's saying.
I literally have stats from last year, and you're like, nah.
Sure.
He's not Jim Brown.
Like Todd Gurley just did it, and
where is
he
he
did
now?
it with less touchdowns with the Rams.
Okay.
What is Todd Gurley? Is he only like 23 right now? How old
He's
is he?
23 and he's out of the league.
Is he
'cause
younger
couldn't
than
walk.
Raheem Mostert?
I believe
Yeah.
He's younger than Raheem Mostert, isn't he?
he just turned 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
I once saw him at a PFL event.
And he got like $60 million, a $6 million contract,
He sure did.
and couldn't walk.
He sure did. But he did lead the league in 17-18 with 13 touchdowns, 17 touchdowns.
Wow.
Derrick Henry then did it in 1920, 16-17.
In 1920.
2019.
Yeah,
2019.
2019.
I was confused. No, I was confused. I was like,
Do you guys still think it's the 1900s?
I don't know. The Birds was out there tackling him.
Well, Derrick Henry.
The Danian Thomason did it in 06, 28. Woo,
That is the record.
15.
That's
He did
the
it
record.
3 out of 4 years.
Drop off.
But didn't this originally start of getting 20 touchdowns 2 years in a row?
But he
No,
didn't get
no.
20 last year.
Okay.
You brought that up because you just wanted to make it more impossible.
No,
And then you were just like, Raheem Mostert's no Jim Brown, which nobody argued.
no. I didn't say Raheem Mostert was Jim Brown.
Nobody would say he's
And
Jim
one of
Brown.
the reasons, and one of the reasons why I said that, because my point when we started was he's going to be sharing carries with a guy who you also want to bet on.
Yeah, but
You see what I'm saying? And Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith,
got the
LaDainian
old-
Thompson, Derrick Henry. They didn't share carries with nobody.
we got the old DQ with
You missing my point again.
no, we got the DQ questions with Devon Achane. You got durability questions, so
Mostert doesn't.
not really. Just a couple games, a little banged up.
Whew. If I wasn't
John
so
Riggins
hungry.
back-to-back years. Intangibles.
Huh?
What year was that?
John Riggins?
Yeah.
His back-to-back
80s?
years were 84 and 83.
Damn.
That's when Washington was really good.
Never heard of this John Riggins character.
I think Washington won the Super Bowl my first or second year in the league.
Man, the fall off though. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's all right. When I got to the league, Cleveland had just been to 2 of the last 3 in the AFC championships. So I came in like this. Ooh, I'm gonna be going to the playoffs. 3-13.
Mostert is the last guy older than 30 or older to lead the league in touchdowns, rushing touchdowns since Adrian Peterson in 2015.
And that's
But it
10
was
years.
done back-to-back years. It was D'Angelo Williams. Crazy, really? And then Adrian Peterson. D'Angelo Williams was 32. He was the last.
Adrian Peterson in 2015. Was that when did he have the 2000? Right after the knee surgery.
Hold on, let me get it.
He's barking out a lot of orders.
He thinks we're ESPN
Which is
stats and info over here.
Wikipedia. Just throw it
No,
out.
because
2012 was his.
Okay.
2012 was his. I believe the 2014 season he was suspended,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so he came back to lead the league in touchdown runs.
Okay. All right.
All right, sorry, Mostert. Apologize. Leroy doesn't believe in you.
That has nothing to do with it.
Training camp update brought to you.
That's why you're gonna be broke. You know why?
Why?
Because you think if it's your team and your guy that and if you don't believe it, then that means you're a hater.
I'm not gonna go broke.
But
broke.
that's what you're saying. You're telling me I'm a hater because I don't think Mostert's gonna go back to back leading the league in touchdowns,
But this team's gonna score a lot of touchdowns.
and he's splitting time with Devon Achane, who you tried to bet before this.
Well, I just throw a little something on. You got to hedge, a little something on each.
That's not hedging.
Little
You're literally betting on 2 guys who are stealing carries from one another.
Nah, they call me
It's
Cold
a dumb
Steve.
bet.
Just throw the sprinkles on a little bit. Right over here, right over here. Mix it
You
all
know there's
together.
only one football, right?
Oh, come on, dude. What are you doing? There's only one football. Yes, I'm aware there's only one football.
Right. And if Achane was healthy, he would have probably played more than Mostert last year.
I mean, like
He oh, come on, dude.
let me know
Stop.
where to mail your stuff to Hypotheticalville. I mean, all right.
You, that's what betting is, you knucklehead.
I'm coming with facts.
Is betting not hypotheticals?
Nah, educated hypotheticals.
That's not educated, though. That's not even close. So you're saying, let me get this straight. Because a bettor would say, if there's two running backs stealing carries from each other, you don't bet on any of them with any of these prop bets because they're going to steal carries from one another. You say, and I quote, bet them both. One of them bounds to hit.
Yeah.
And you think that's wise?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Take a break.
Dude.
Back after this. Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Hey, let's just give a shout out to Frogboy. You got it done.
Yeah.
He fixed the podcast. It only took 900 emails, but your podcast feeds are now back and up and running.
Hey.
So if you guys want to get the podcast, you can now get it at your leisure and on demand. So thank you, Frogboy.
Took hard work, dedication, but I was able to do it.
He was freaking out yesterday in the middle of the day, Leroy, because like at one point our podcast just got completely wiped off the face of the earth,
Just gone.
and Marcos and I think it was probably just as you uploaded it.
Yeah.
He goes, "What happened to the podcast?"
Literally
freaking out,
just unavailable.
It was just at that point I was like Jax Teller at the not Jax is it Jax Teller? Was that the Sons of Anarchy? Jax at the end at the end of Sons of Anarchy, just let go of the wheel. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah. Let's just whatever. At that point.
We have more in-house issues than we should, I think.
I agree. I think that's a fair assessment, but it is fixed now. So thank you to the parties of either getting it.
And nobody ever seems to know why.
Oh, that was true. I don't understand why.
Nobody understands why. Don't know.
Yeah.
Fill out a ticket.
Let's get a training camp update brought to us by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Are you ready to level up your career game? MD-CPS Technical Colleges have got you covered. Choose from tons of programs, learn from top-notch certified instructors, and get real-world experience. The best part, you can graduate debt-free in just 1 to 2 years. If you're ready to make the move, log on to careerinayear.com or call 305-558-8000. MD-CPS Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. The Dolphins wrap up preseason play tomorrow night.
Does everybody play on the same day, right? Everybody plays on Friday. I think the last preseason game, everybody plays on the same day because
they all got to cut by Tuesday?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can look. You might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just not positive because I feel like there might be a game tonight. Yeah, there's 2 games tonight.
Okay. All right. Well,
Colts,
keep
Bengals.
in mind, are those the teams playing early?
Well, the Chiefs, I assume, are playing early.
Yeah.
But not everybody because there's 4 teams playing tonight. So
wait, the Chiefs play? No, you got a Thursday and a Friday night game to start the season this year.
Do you?
I think so.
Let me see. You're right.
So
Ravens, Chiefs.
It is 4 teams.
It is Ravens, Chiefs, and it is Packers, Eagles on the Friday, but those teams are not all playing. Just the Chiefs are playing today.
Okay. All right.
The Chiefs are playing the Bears.
Somebody's playing in Dublin?
That's college.
No, they're not playing. Are they? I think they're playing away. Or is that Florida State?
Florida State and Georgia Tech are playing in Dublin this week, yes.
Okay. Then where's that Friday game? Or is it just the advertisement
Brazil?
Of where it's going to be carried?
It's in Brazil.
Brazil. Okay. Yeah.
It's in Brazil.
There. So. Okay. That's not America.
You're saying things that are true, but none of them are attached. Like
I knew one of the games. I knew either the Friday game wasn't here.
I understand.
I didn't know where.
You're just throwing things out. You're nailing. You're not off the dartboard.
There's no NFL on Saturday.
There is no NFL on Saturday.
Okay, so everybody plays today and tomorrow.
Oh no, I haven't even gotten to that part yet. I'm not sure. No, there are Saturdays.
That's why we have communication problems.
Yeah, your original point of everybody playing on Friday is not right.
So 2 games tonight.
There's 2 games tonight.
Ooh. Are they games?
I haven't even said what the games are.
Who cares? Nobody's watching.
I think, Leroy, I just want to clear up all the facts because you've said a lot of untrue things that I'm trying to clear up because going on. So tonight, Colts Bengals, 8:00 on Amazon Prime.
Barn burner.
Then you got Bears Chiefs.
I'm interested in that Colts game.
Bears are undefeated in the preseason, 3-0.
Yeah, so was Detroit when they went 0-16.
There's a little bit of drama going on both of these games actually.
Because you have the Mahomes, Caleb Williams thing.
Yeah, and then you got you got Hard Knocks, so you get to see this game. But then also, I mean, that Colts Bengals practice has been interesting to watch.
Yeah, they said like a lot of the Bengals were like talking bleep about Richardson, right?
I was very sad about that.
Why?
That's one of my picks this year to be like a surprise. Good
Wait,
team.
the quarterback Richardson?
Yeah, they were saying apparently the Bengals players were chirping a lot at him during practice.
Oh, like very, very good save.
They were saying he's just throwing his spots. He doesn't see any of his receivers.
Yeah.
Then one defensive tackle was yelling at him because they can't tackle him, and they're saying, "Throw the ball, bro."
Throw the damn ball.
Then one of the cornerbacks was saying, all he does is run." So
This is his second year.
I'm just telling you what these are the players.
I know. No, I got you.
It's not like Bengals balls 69 on Twitter saying that. Like it's the actual Bengals are saying.
No, I know. Like
they're not
all
nice.
Right. All right, like I'm just saying, this is his second year, and he spent most of his first year hurt.
Yeah.
So like, there's a learning process. I wish that more people understood that,
Yes,
especially players.
Well, it doesn't seem they do understand that because I feel like all the rookie quarterbacks are starting, other than McCarthy, who messed up his knee.
Yeah,
right.
Is Drake May playing? Did he win the job?
Wait, I think so.
Did Drake May win the job? I know Bo Nix got it yesterday.
Bo Nix
Jaden
got
Daniels,
it. Jaden
Caleb
Daniels.
Williams.
Now, in fairness, wait. Here, can I just say this? The year where none of the quarterbacks worked out, it seems like a lot of teams were reaching for quarterbacks, to be fair. This past year, it looked like there was some valid talent coming out of college that played quarterback this year.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody could make a point or make it,
weird prospects, though.
Huh?
There was a lot of strange, like a lot of the prospects had some strange stories. You
right.
You had to deal with Penix's injuries.
And then one guy played for 17 years in college.
Yeah, Bo Nix has played forever.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy, I mean, they ran the holy hell out of the football.
Right. Well,
But
you know what?
that.
He's exactly like his damn coach, because when Jim went in the first round, he also played behind a team that ran the ball all the time. It's a weird thing. But the thing they say about JJ McCarthy was, what everybody has claimed, right? I just need my quarterback to make big plays when it matters. And guess what? Then he's your guy.
He looked good. I mean, that sucks what happened to him, because he looked like he was going to have a great.
And to be fair, that's not even an injury that usually has you out for a whole year.
Yeah.
So it must have been like, they don't tell you the extent of what they had to do in there. And that's the part that sucks. And I tried
Surgeon just opened it up and was like, woof.
Yes. Because you can only see certain things until you get in there with a scope. I saw Randall Cunningham have he get his knee scoped on Monday after a game. The following week was bye week, and he came back after the bye week. Woo! So you don't know.
By the way, that Mike McDaniel, the memes have taken off like crazy.
They're like, I mean, like, yeah.
I'm glad this isn't during regular season, or else would be like, is he fit to coach the team?
Because he looks like he's become full Miami.
Yeah,
he looks you know what he looks like? He looks like camp, right?
I don't know, but like not every coach dresses like him, like not every coach has the big glasses and like has the hoodies and the fancy shoes,
big watch.
Can I just tell you, the guy on the right looks like the guy on the left's older brother.
Yeah.
like you look at him going, well, I didn't know Mike McDaniel had a brother.
Yeah, right? Mike McDaniel's disappointing brother.
Wait, the guy on the left looked like he is tired of representing his brother on the right in court proceedings. Right?
Rick, aren't you ever going to get your life together? You got to diversify your portfolio.
And then Rick said,
you guys like, oh, I'm diverse, all right. Oh, diversifying my portfolio. Those big grains falling.
Oh my goodness! Like he just I'm telling you, that's what it is. When they try out for the first game, when he goes to the first game, right? He gonna be all clean cut.
Yeah. Throw up that suit again, JFig. What is he? That first That Mike McDaniel looking all polished from his intro presser. Yeah, that looks good.
No, he ain't even got the tint on the glasses. But
Nope.
I will say this. Here's a little sneaky thing to let you know that he is serious about his fashion. You see them frames match his suit?
Oh yeah. He's suited up, dude. He's got
Hey.
he definitely has it all put together.
Hey, I would prefer him wearing a hat though. Because if that's how you gonna come, you know what I mean? And how did hairs get so curly?
His hair? I think he just grew. Well, he's got one. He's definitely got product in it.
Yeah.
To make it curly?
No. He's definitely got like it gelled up in the suit picture.
Oh, in the suit picture?
Yeah, for sure. Like he's got that. He's got some mousse in there.
Nothing says like I just got back from Vegas on an MIT experiment, like the guy on the left. And on the guy on the right said I just left Chinatown in a backdoor poker game.
Yeah.
Honestly, on the right, he looks like his card just got declined.
His card got declined, and he's got cinnamon on his shoulder. He goes, "Don't worry, baby, it's gonna be good. I promise, it's good. I got to try this one."
Yes.
But that's camp look. That, to be honest with you, that's camp look. Don't get caught. Coaches don't care about shaving and all that stuff.
He
Be
didn't
all right.
like that last camp.
Huh?
Last camp, he was, normal. Never. Now he looks like full.
You know what? Also, it was also a. He probably looks a little more
That
disheveled.
looks like he looked like he coming through a camp with demands. And, and like right, like
also, well, mind you, this is in Tampa, so he didn't have Mrs. McCochin to be like, "You're walking out the door looking like that." You're not looking. Right. He goes, he just got to, because you do, like, if you don't have that fit check from your significant other, sometimes, like when I was in Indianapolis, it's like, what do I care?
You know what sucks? Like, and this is so true. My daughter, after 1 week of school, has worn something 3 times already. They don't. You can buy all the clothes you want. They wear the 2 or 3 outfits for the whole year.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, hey, I said we've been through school for a week, and I've already seen that outfit. I like it. It's comfortable. All right.
Maybe it's just time to take a trip, dude, to A&T Dry Cleaners. For the best dry cleaner in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. 40 plus years owned and run by our guy, Ara. Big fan of the show. And he wants to take care of our audience, man. If you guys mention Tobin and Leroy to Ara, you get 25% off your order. Give him that number, Leroy. Let him know.
It's 954-610-9383. There is a seamstress on property. They do all kinds of wardrobes, kids' uniforms, get that ROTC uniform, teachers. You lose a little weight, you need to have it taken in. They also have same-day sewing situations. Give them a call. Give our call at A&T Dry Cleaners, 954-610-9383. He'll give you a quote. They serve all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach counties. So give them a call at 954-610-9383.
Yeah, it's funny he mentions that. Like he was, we were going through the old Mrs. Tobin's teacher wardrobe. Find some things she likes. You know what? Let's get it all looking nice for the school year and get it going. So teachers, if you want to have something revitalized for the school year, you got some in the uniforms that got to get done. You got a formal event coming on over. Leroy, he's about to hobnob with some Cleveland Browns in Michigan. Who knows? These Michigans, boosters. There's fancy events. Leroy might need to get that suit all ready.
Nah, Leroy getting in at 12 midnight.
954-610-9383. That's how you reach Ara, the owner of A&T Dry Cleaners. You guys can text him. He'll give you a quote. He'll let you know. And if you mention Tobin and Leroy, 25% off your order. Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again. Back after this.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Mike Woodson's going to join us this hour. We're going to talk to the Indiana University head basketball coach. A little Kel'el Ware talk.
Yeah.
He coached the Heat big man last year, and of course, every Heat fan is gushing over what Kel'el's summer was like. So we'll talk to Coach coming up here in about 10 minutes. But let's get to headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marlins fell to the Diamondbacks last night. Swept.
Did you schedule that, or did they schedule it with you?
Huh? Both, I guess.
Okay.
Both. But before you told me you had to Van Moose, which I understand. Don't worry about it.
No, you said before. Okay. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
When is Leroy gone? Yeah, it's a perfect time. This is good.
And
Noah Lyles says he will race Tyreek Hill for $1 million.
Yeah, not even for
and
50,
stipulations.
Okay. Did he mention these?
On a track,
100
meters.
No, see, Tyreek ain't doing 100 meters.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Can we settle for one? Okay, because he has the advantage of both of those. I feel like if they do the
Of course, he's doing the Jake Paul. Like he wants it on,
that's not fair.
He wants to fight the old man on his terms.
What about 100 meters on a field?
I don't represent him.
I need to know.
I don't represent him. I don't know why you're asking negotiations for me.
You can answer all the Leroy's
I
questions.
don't know.
Oh, that's easy.
Tyreek is a burst guy, so 60 would be his limit.
60 yards?
Yeah. And when you look at the 100 guys, right after about 60, 70 yards is when they start.
This seems like a stupid question, but you obviously run a lot faster on track than grass, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I mean,
run on grass, you coward.
Yeah.
I mean,
with cleats.
You were correct in your assessment.
Well, listen, I've never been fast no matter what the platform, so I just want to make sure.
I did track for one weekend.
No, you didn't. Stop lying to these people.
Shot put?
No. Okay, so I did 400. I was very young, and everyone was way ahead of me. And then I remember thinking, wow, this is track and just enjoying the run. And someone from the audience, one of the other parents, was like, "Run, boy!" I was like,
it's a fair criticism.
I am running
as fast as I go.
I'm doing my best.
Bo Nix was named starting quarterback of the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
And Patrick Mahomes responded to that flag football quarterback with the 50 Cent Floyd.
I need to hear this.
So no, he didn't respond verbally. Like he just gave him the old 50 Cent. What did he say? F me for? Like, why is he saying he's a better quarterback than me? So
it's funny because Patrick Mahomes is just living his best life, and people think that he is to be played with, right? Like everybody say, you know what, Patrick Mahomes, I can get you. He was like, really? Did you? Hey, flag football guy, did you see the old behind the back?
Flag football guy. Do you notice that every other quarterback in the league is trying to get to where I am?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm like, you wait. And look, we just made an assumption that the flag football guy was the best at his position in that league.
We have no idea.
We have no idea. But we know about Patrick Mahomes.
It's I wouldn't go that direction if I was him.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hold on. Pull up his numbers and pull up, I say Patrick Mahomes probably does a better job at passing than you, and all you do is pass.
We'll take a break. Mike Woodson, head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers, Coach Kel'el Ware in college. He joins us next.
Download the free Odyssey app to listen to all of our shows live or on demand. Plus, there's any part of any show you might have missed anytime. Get it now and make WQAM your favorite station.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Been looking forward to doing this one after the Miami Heat made their selection of Kel'el Ware in the first round, and man, he has had a summer. Lighting it up for the Miami Heat. They take the summer league. He has been good, and we are excited. We got his college head coach joining us here on the program, the great Mike Woodson, head coach of Indiana University. Coach, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. And thank you for spending some time to talk about Kel'el here with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great.
Excellent, Coach. Excellent.
We're doing great. How have you thought Kel'el's summer has gone? You know, the Heat had a great summer league, and he was a big part of it. What have been your impressions getting to watch him immediately in the program?
Well, I thought he had a great summer. You know, I spent a little time out in Vegas and watched him a few times, and you know, it is a major jump from college to the NBA as well as high school to college, and he still got a lot to learn. You know, I thought from a team standpoint, he couldn't have picked a better organization, you know, with Pat Riley sitting at the top and Mickey Erickson and Coach Mostert. It doesn't get much better than him, man, because he's figured it out a long time ago and has been very successful with that organization. So I just think sky's the limit for the young man. He just got to come in and listen and learn and continue to grow as a basketball player.
You were with him, Coach, at his draft intro press conference there with Spo and with Riley. Like, what was that day like with Kel'el and just kind of getting his feet wet, being with an NBA organization?
Nerve-wracking. I'm sitting there trying to be calm as hell for him and his mom and his loved ones that were sitting there at the table, and because you just don't know. And when he got the call at 15, man, I couldn't have been more proud for a young man and his family, man. His mom has been great to me, you know, when I made the commitment to bring him and they committed to me. The one thing she said to me was, work his ass. and we did. And she never said one thing, man. She was a great parent that wanted the best for her son. And we tried to teach him on and off the court to do the right things, man. And he bought in and he worked and he put himself in a great position, man, to be drafted. And I'm glad Miami Heat, you know, picked him because I think it's a great spot for him, a great organization, a great way for him to learn the NBA game the right way.
They had said Adam Simon, their GM, he had said that they had done a lot of talking about Kel'el before they ended up selecting him. When they reached out to you guys, what did they want to know about the young man that they were potentially going to select?
Well, just like most organizations, you know, they want to know what his habits are like, what he likes to do off the court. Does he work hard on the basketball floor? How high is his IQ? Can he pick up things quickly? And, you know, all I could tell him was the kid was very skilled when I got him. You know, there was that rap that he didn't work hard and play at a high level. And you know, we all forget, you know, these are young kids, man, and it takes time. And when I got him, it took about a month, man, to break him and get him where we thought he could help us win basketball games and play at a high level. And, you know, and as the season went on, he got better. You know, that's how I judge guys. I mean, from where we start and where we finished. And when you look at his numbers based on what he did his year at Oregon, it's just a big jump.
What was you say it took like a month? Was there just like getting used to your demands as you know? I know as coach, you're a guy who demands a lot of your players defensively, all that type of stuff. So like, was that the thing that you just needed to get him as far as like up to speed? Because was he relying on skill too much maybe in previous stuff at his previous stop, or what were the things that you were just like that was the click moment for him?
Well, it was really effort given second and third, you know, effort. You know, I mean, he just, you know, early on, you know, he didn't run the floor hard. He didn't go after shots and block shots. And, you know, he didn't rebound out of his space, you know, things that big men should do. And, you know, once we got him over that hump and where he was making second and third effort plays and running the floor and blocking shots and rebounding the ball. It started to become easier, and when we got him, he physically he wasn't fit. We had to put weight on him. And I find when guys come in not physically ready to play and they start to develop that part of their body mentally, they're in a good space, man. And they start probably doing things that they didn't think that they were capable of doing. And he did everything from a basketball standpoint that we needed him to do on and off the court, man. And he was rewarded for it.
Is there something that a lot of people don't know about Kel'el personality wise, or like he is off the court that like you just like about him? Like, there's just something that's just not known about him that you find interesting?
What was really unusual, and I mean, you deal with a lot of parents and a lot of young men at this level. And when I got him, when I challenged him, man, everything was yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, he never once I don't mind players barking back. That's healthy to me, from a coaching standpoint. It lets me think you're ticking, but he was just so gentlemanlike in his approach to wanting to learn how to play basketball, man. And that was pleasant, man, for me from a coaching standpoint, because I did challenge him early and tried to push him in the right direction, and he responded.
Can you talk about in this modern game, bigs are kind of asked to do everything. Him adding that 3-point shot that he had with you guys, like he didn't shoot a ton, but he shot it effectively. What do you think is, I guess, the ceiling for that? Do you feel like he's a guy who's going to always shoot a ton, or just a capable shooter? Because people are wondering about like the offensive matchup with him and Bam playing on a court together and what that could be.
Well, again, that's going to be up to Spo and, his staff and how they develop him and the things that they want him to do. But if he becomes a big time 3-point shooter, at his position, it just opens up things for a lot in terms of what they're trying to probably do from a basketball standpoint. But only time will tell. I mean, the bottom line is he's shown he can make threes. For us, he had to. When I look at his stats, he's got to get better in making free throws because he's going to get fouled. He shot, I think, 60-something% for 63 for us. I don't know what he shot in the summer league, but his numbers were pretty good there. But it's all about Spo's style, and I think he fits his style. And the one thing I do know, they're going to work his butt off and make him a better player, and that's all you can ask for, man. You just got to go along for the ride and do your part, really.
That was something that it was noticeable. You mentioned getting fouled a lot. Like, no, I know it's summer league, but like, man, it definitely said nobody could corral him. Like everybody they were sending him to the line a ton because he's just such a force, coach. Like, was that just something noticeable last year? Like, man, nobody can seem to get this, can defend this kid clean because he's got so much, I guess, offensive ferocity and firepower to him.
Well, I didn't really go to him a lot on the low post, when I had him. I rarely sell him, that's why his numbers are so amazing. I look at him, almost 16 and 10 rebounds, and I didn't milk him like I did Trace Jackson Davis, on the block. And I put him in a lot of pick and rolls. He got offensive putbacks. That was his way of scoring, but the pick and rolls, we were able to learn not to always, throw him pocket passes and stuff. I mean, there's times when you have to throw them, but a lot of times we were able to just put the ball in the air, and he was able to go get it and either dunk it or come down and finish it. So, I mean, and then he got early strikes, is what we call in transition, by just running the floor. And we were able to find him that way. But, I didn't run a lot of plays for him, but his numbers indicated probably I did, but I really didn't. So I think just from a skill set, he's capable of doing pretty much anything on the basketball floor. He just got to learn the NBA game and the way Spo likes to play.
You have any sense of like how long a transition like that for a guy of his talent? Do you have any sense of how long it could be till he's gonna be at that comfort level? Like, I guess what you think his rookie year, how big of an impact you think he could make?
Well, I don't, you can't judge that. Only time will tell. He got to get in there and learn what they want him to do and put the time in, man. And if he does that, I mean, I look at all of the players that pretty much play for the Heat. They all work hard and they get better, man, and they win. So, I don't see that being a problem for him.
Your program just announced you're putting Victor Oladipo into your basketball Hall of Fame. How did you guys come to that? He's got a lot of love down here, even though it ended short with injuries for him. A lot of Heat fans were big Oladipo fans.
He deserves to be there based on the body of work that he did here at Indiana University, and he's had a hell of a pro career as well. So, I mean, I'm happy. I spoke to him about a month ago and congratulated him. And if I'm around, I'm gonna stick my head in there and watch some of the ceremonies. But he definitely belongs in the hall here.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much, and thank you for giving us some insight into Kel'el Ware. We're very excited to watch him this year. Best of luck for your upcoming season.
Thank you. We love him here in Hoosier Land. Ain't no doubt about that. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Leroy will be back. He's at the doctor.
Yes.
Nothing crazy, but he'll be able to get his food back.
Oh, yeah.
His fasting will be over. Appreciate Mike Woodson for joining the show and giving us some insight into Kel'el Ware.
Had some gems.
You had a question that you wanted to ask, but then you got all distracted.
No, man.
What
respects me around here.
I really, you know what?
Yeah.
I do want to put like a sign on the door or something that says, hey, when the red light's on, either one, don't come in there unless like somebody got shot.
Yeah.
We got commercial breaks.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't go into music studios when the red light is on.
I don't
bother any DJs.
Nope.
Stop bothering Frogboy.
It's true.
I don't understand this. People just think they can come in willy-nilly.
Too popular. That's my thing.
You know what I was looking at?
What's up?
What do you think about Jaylen Waddle leading the league in touchdown catches this year at plus 6,000?
I'm loving that. I'm loving that.
Well, Tyreek did last year.
Yes.
With 13. He's plus 1,100. Not nothing.
Yeah.
We could go on a repeat for Cheetah. But you remember, it was interesting, all this this drama that has come from the Tua Tagovailoa interview. But I actually found the thing that was most interesting, to be honest with you, was that they were actively forcing to get Tyreek Hill 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking they go the other way.
That's exactly.
And they have a Waddle year.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we go out there. All of a sudden, we got more touchdowns for Jalen Waddle. A lot of waddling.
Yeah. I agree. Although there was some injury concerns during this offseason.
But he was back yesterday.
Absolutely. In uniform. That's pretty good. And I do think that they are that locked in personally, that they'll be like, hey, last year was Tyreek.
Right.
Everyone was on board.
Right.
This year's going to be Waddle. And I'm sure Tyreek's going to be like, I think that's a great idea. Because they love each other.
Because they all got paid.
They all got
What's
paid.
The difference? What's everybody going to be complaining about? Nothing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Seems like a win-win.
I don't know. What did he do? Because last year was a down year in touchdowns for him. He only had 4.
Yeah.
But the year before that, 8.
See, and I think it's super important for them to get him involved in the touchdowns because he's always going to get his yards. Like, for example, if he were to have more yards than Tyreek, but they gave Tyreek all the touchdowns, I believe Waddle would begin to feel some type of way.
And look, everybody's gotten their contracts.
Yeah.
We're going on year 3 with Mike McDaniel. He's going to start eyeballing for an extension too. And what makes the boss happier than doing the Waddle?
Wow.
Nothing.
True.
Stephen Ross loves doing the Waddle.
Oh,
I'm just saying, if he stays healthy, and I get it, if he stays healthy, and Lewis is like, hey, place the bets yourself. I am. Trust me.
Whoa.
As soon as I can get on the Hard Rock app and place these bets, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I like that.
But like, I don't know. Schmeathan's like, how about you start eyeballing some playoff wins? Very cute, Schmeathan.
Oh,
very cute.
Well, funny.
But that's not the we're talking chili peppers right now. All right, we're trying to get spicy.
That's Leroy. I can tell that's Leroy right there.
You think Leroy? I get it. Hey, guys, guess what? I know, get playoff wins. I'm talking about making some chili pepper dough here on Dolphins bets for the year. And guess what? None of them are bet on the playoff wins right now. I'm trying to figure out who's going to lead the league in what, and if it's worth taking a flyer on Jaylen Waddle. Probably not. That's why he's 60. That's why he's plus 6,000.
That's what a novice would say, but we know things. We got inside information.
Nick T says your chili peppers turn into silly peppers. That's a point.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What do we got today in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Whoa!
The mixed bag brought to you by Broward Health. Well, into your future. What do we have today, Frogboy?
Well, we were just talking about Jalen Waddle. Why don't we start there?
Waddle, baby, waddle, baby, waddle, baby, waddle.
We saw him in uniform yesterday.
Yep.
We're discussing the potential of him leading the league in receiving touchdowns. But there was a bit of an injury concern.
Yeah.
Finally, he was able to address those allegations and give us an update on his health. Here is Jaylen Waddle.
Yeah, just getting back right. Just listening to Kyle and the guys. Just listening to my body. Something minor, but something that we had to respect. And I'm just happy to be back out here and working with the guys.
I am happy he's out back working with the guys too. I cannot wait to see the Penguin fly. I'm excited.
Looking forward to it indeed. Only 2 weeks away, baby.
Oh, can't wait.
Can't wait for sure.
And then we got double football. We got to, here's the great thing.
Yeah.
Double dip of football, because then football's right back for Thursday night football.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Quick turnaround.
Yep.
Speaking of these Miami Dolphins, while we are here in South Florida, let's go ahead and close the book on this Tua Flores thing. I think we've talked enough about it.
Tua did not speak yesterday. I was wondering if he was going to speak and address this thing, because that's the one thing I would say. If I was Tua, I would have just ripped the Band-Aid off. I don't think he's going to. I mean, if he's not going to play tomorrow, then I don't know when he's going to talk, because he's going to be asked about it again.
Yeah, for sure. You think even if, because they may have played it where he may not talk until next week. You think even next week?
Let me tell you something about the media.
Okay.
They'll sit on their damn questions.
Okay.
If you think you're gonna run the clock out and not talk till play, it could be he doesn't talk again until after the Jaguars game.
Wow.
And someone's gonna ask him about the damn Brian Flores thing again.
By the way, remember about a month ago, Brian Flores. It's great. Well, Raheem Mostert, he actually was on ESPN yesterday discussing the situation and explained why he feels Tua made those comments.
From previous conversations, some years back that he was going through a rough time, rough patch, but honestly, that's in the win. And he made those comments, knowing that he just wants to get it out there. That's his big thing, and he doesn't talk that much. So when he does speak, it's with some volume.
Wow, I like that.
I heard that yesterday too from Jaylen Waddle, that Tua, it's incredible how much growth he has been as a vocal leader, which is interesting, because the guy who knows him since Alabama, but that this is a guy who is very much more vocal and taking control of things. He said it's a player's team this year. It's a lot on him, man. Look, you're right. This Flores thing, getting brought up this week, is what it is, but I'm tired of the cute stories with Tua. And I say this is a guy who supports Tua. Been a Tua guy. Even when this whole thing was going on, I felt bad for him. I want Tua to succeed.
Yeah.
But we have covered Tua and his comeback and his relationship with Mike McDaniel ad nauseum. Yeah. I get it. They're the best of friends. And all I care about now is that those best of friends hoist the Lombardi trophy.
Yeah. I think we've seen
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
For sure.
However, to steal a line from Schmeathan, you know what's more beautiful?
What's that?
Playoff wins. So,
yeah,
it's great. Everybody has been, let's gather around the campfire. We've kumbaya'd it. He has seen the other side. Him and his beautiful family, they have generational wealth now. Congrats. Now, go win some goddamn playoff games.
Okay. All right. No, it's a fair
enough.
Assessment. It's a fair.
If I hear the name Brian Flores after Tua talks, whenever they're gonna pester him with those questions again.
Yep.
After that, I better not hear about Brian Flores again until the Dolphins play the Vikings. Okay? I don't want to hear about it anymore. It's over. It's over. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear any more cutesy stories about him and Mike McDaniel being best friends.
That's true.
If I hear about them going to Cheesecake Factory, keep it to yourself.
Wow.
Because unless that visit to Cheesecake Factory is also accompanying a playoff win, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care if Mike McDaniel has the raspberry lemonade cheesecake flavor, which is a little weird, but underrated.
Oh.
With a little white chocolate in there. I don't care.
What?
All right?
Have you been there recently?
I don't care if these guys win the Cornhole Championship together.
Wow.
The only thing I care about right now is them going and winning a playoff game and very much the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And I say this is somebody who loved all of it. I love the story. It's great. I loved the FaceTime on the plane. I loved, them whenever they're mic'd up. Great content. I love it. I love that they have a great relationship. However, that relationship better go with some playoff wins.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I feel as if we are in the Game of Thrones arc, right? We were at the beginning before we even got him. It was tank for Tua. All the drama that he's been through, like you mentioned, all the relationships. We're in the final chapter now. We're in the final season. Don't mess this up. You know what you need to do now. You know what you need to do.
Yeah. And what we don't need is for you to show me 9 dragons and none of the dragons fight.
That's true. Exactly.
Don't tell me about all the dragons having great owners now and none of the dragons went and fought. Spoiler alert. You made this whole thing all season. We have to find dragon riders, me love.
That's right.
And then you found the dragon riders at a Best Buy.
Yeah.
And none of the dragons fought at the end.
Yeah.
So it's great. Tua and Mike McDaniel are the best of friends. I'm happy for him. I'm happy he got his money. I rooted for him to get his money. All right. I told Tom Brady to go bleep himself.
That's right.
I would have said that anyway. But I told him that specifically when he was snooping around Tua's job.
Yeah.
I didn't want Tom Brady. Never wanted him. Never will want him. Didn't want Sean Payton and his stupid pug face. Didn't want him.
Wow.
I like having my weirdo coach and my adorable quarterback. However,
Okay.
they better go win some goddamn playoff games this year, all right? Because I don't want to hear it anymore. And also, 24 years is a long time.
It is a long time. It is. Which is why he's starting every meeting at 24.
If you tell me that these two sat down and watched Love Island together, awesome. It's a great show.
Okay.
But I don't want to hear about it unless it accompanies some playoff wins.
I think you kind of want to hear about it. I think you probably a little bit.
Would I play the sound bites? Probably. But do I want to hear about it if it doesn't have playoff wins?
Yeah.
No. So you better, and by the way, you better beat some teams with some winning records this year. I swear to Christ. You better.
Wow.
You better win some games against some teams with winning records this year.
Kind of putting them on notice, dude.
And by the way, Bills at 1-0 doesn't count. But you better beat the Bills too.
Yeah, you better.
At least one time.
It's crazy. It doesn't count, but you better not lose.
But no, week 2 is a must win.
Yeah.
It's at least a statement game.
For sure.
It's a big time statement game.
Yeah. May not be a must win, but a statement game for sure.
Exactly. What else you got in the mixed bag?
We go from one relationship that is thriving to another one that seems to be a little rocky. Let me look both ways before I mention this man's name. I don't want Leroy getting mad. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, dude.
He hates Aaron Rodgers, dude. Aaron Rodgers recently was quoted as saying this was his toughest training camp in years, apparently. He says that Coach Robert Saleh has put the players through a much harder camp than they had last year, or that teams, including the Packers, typically run in today's NFL. Robert Saleh had a response to his ayahuasca-taking quarterback.
Okay.
This is what the Jets head coach had to
I think
say.
we're not trying to revisit the Junction Boys, but at the same time, this country club style that's kind of taking on all of sport, not just football, but all of sport. There's a fine line. They've got to be ready to play football.
Wow. I think that's kind of a shot at his friend.
You think so?
I don't worry about what he's saying about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He says country club style. You know what I think he's talking about?
Who's that?
Mike McDaniel.
Whoa!
These guys are friends, but I think defense, offense, he goes, so. I think it's a shot at him.
Wow.
I think he's taking a shot at Mike McDaniel.
I mean, if he's not talking about his division rival, then you know who else would he be talking about then, you know?
Exactly, dude.
Wow.
Exactly. I think he thinks the Dolphins are sitting down here going through training camp, and Mike McDaniel has nothing but a warm towel and lemon water.
Whoa.
You know? And a tennis racket. That's what I think.
Gotta love the infused water. Good stuff. That's rough, though. I don't know. I guess there's bulletin board material.
Feels like a shot, right?
Bit of a shot.
Bit of a shot. It's
Didn't
just
even
something.
see that. Didn't even see that, dude. It's a good call. It's a good call there.
Why would he say country club?
Why would he say that? Huh?
You know? They don't have country clubs in New Jersey, do they?
And if they do, rough.
Oof, rough.
I think Mar-a-Lago would be in Jersey if that was true, you know? It's not. It's not.
Interesting. All right. What else we got?
Got one a little bit off off the radar.
I like off the radar.
This one's a little bit different. I know you recently, well, I wouldn't say recently, it's been quite some time now. You cut the cord, right?
I have cut the cord.
As a lot of people have.
I have cut the cord. I have everything via boop, boop, boop on my TV.
Correct.
I even have an antenna for regular broadcast games.
Need that. I actually need that one. That's the one that I need.
So like if it's one of the, it does suck though. Yeah, I tell you where it does suck. When you want to rewind something, too bad.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Too bad.
That is rough.
That was the one downside.
That's true. That is true indeed. I'm sure you have all the heavy hitters, the Hulus, the Amazon Prime.
I have Amazon Prime. I got Max.
Netflix.
I got Netflix. I got all of it.
You got the Chick-fil-A. I'm assuming.
What?
The Chick-fil-A.
Food?
No, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought initially, but Chick-fil-A is launching a streaming service.
What?
Yeah, you read that right. A streaming service from our favorite chicken producers, if you will. They are working with the man behind Netflix's 13 Reasons Why, Top Gear, and The X Factor.
13 Reasons Why was a ridiculously sad show. Why would I want this guy to be in charge of all of television?
Well, I mean, look, at the very
about
least,
the girl who offed herself and then narrated the entire show.
I want to know how he got from there to Top Gear. That's really what I'm. But the budgets for these unscripted series, because they're trying to do reality TV, apparently, is around $400,000 per half hour. Meaning that is their budget per 30-minute episode of whatever reality TV Chick-fil-A is attempting to produce.
Is it going to be called Chick-fil-A TV or is it going to be called something else?
So, of course, they're known for...
Because I'm not buying Chick-fil-A TV. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I'm not sure what the name is, but apparently it's not their first time attempting to get into this business. If you go to their website, apparently they have animated films called Stories of Evergreen Hills. And launch Penny Cake, which apparently is its own brand of children's games and puzzles.
Let me ask you something, Marcos.
Yeah.
You ever feel about like if you were to make it as successful as these tycoons do, right?
For sure.
If you nailed one thing, do you really need to go do something else? Like I like to think about like Elon Musk.
Yeah, right.
You nailed it with the car thing, right?
Totally.
Everybody seems to love these Teslas except those Cybertrucks. They look ridiculous.
They do look ridiculous.
But then he's like, you know what I need to do? Own Twitter.
Right.
It's like, why?
A little much.
You have mastered the chicken sandwich.
Correct.
Everybody loves you. And then you tease us because you're like, guess what? No Sundays. You're like, what?
Sunday.
Which is like the number one junk food day there is.
Totally.
You know? And so you think to yourself, should I just be happy with this? And then you're like, nah, you know what I'd love to do? Make the next Netflix. Yeah. Do you think the person who made Netflix is thinking to themselves, you know what I'd like to get into? Chicken sandwiches. Never.
Yeah, probably not.
Now, that dude may want to get into something else, like become fencing champion. I don't know.
That's fine, though.
But like just when you master something, nothing wrong with just being happy with that.
Well, look, this is not the first time a company's done this, though, of being at the top of their chart. Chick-fil-A currently has the highest per store sales of any fast food chain. But other brands such as Lyft and Airbnb have previously done something like this. As we all know, coveted comedian Bob the Drag Queen, that's his full name, hosted the game show Lucky Lyft, which, I'm a fan of game shows. So I hop in a Lyft. And
so what is that? It's like a taxi cab confession, but like a game show?
Correct. Specifically for the rideshare service. So you hop in a Lyft, Lucky Lyft.
But that's making a show, right?
Yeah.
I could see that. Like, hey, if Lyft wants to have a show with Lyft.
See, that makes sense. This one
makes a little sense.
Airbnb got in the production game as well. This has nothing to do with Airbnbs. I'm sure it was shot in an Airbnb. But
there's got to be some wild Airbnb stories.
Oh, this show was on MTV. It was called Gay Chorus Deep South, which I'm not sure more or less what they were going for, but it definitely isn't like, Airbnb renovations. It's just something different produced by a company that probably has too much money on their hands.
Dade South says New Jersey has 2 of the top 5 country clubs I'm guessing in America, according to Forbes. Huh, how about that?
No one really likes New Jersey.
Well,
though.
Princeton's in New Jersey, isn't it?
Yeah, and Princeton, lame.
The worst of the Ivy Leagues, yeah?
Harvard, Yale, then Princeton.
Right. Agreed.
Bunch of dumb
I would be kicked out of all of them.
I wouldn't make it. Amazing that you got in. But yeah, man, go download that new Chick-fil-A streaming service when it drops, dude.
All right.
You think it'll be religious-based material?
I don't know. What I was wondering is, like, are they going to stream 7 days a week? Like, how's that work?
Right.
And if you can stream 7 days a week,
yeah, you can make a chicken sandwich.
You can make me a chicken sandwich on Sundays because that's just hypocrisy.
Yeah, this is bad news for my my startup company Chick-fil-A, though, that is only open on Sundays. Feel like this is going to be stiff competition now.
-1.
I'm doing it, dude, and it's going to be blue.
-1.
It's going to be serious.
All right, we'll take a break. Get some more shenanigans on the other side. Back after this.
Join
Hi, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
What was it again that you wanted to ask Mike Woodson before you were distracted?
Yes. I'm going to set it up. Can I set it up the same way?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Mike, big fan. Love you. Loved you on the Hawks. No? Too much? I'm sorry. Too much. Let me do it again. Mike, big fan. No, don't say that. Okay. Mike.
Just call him Coach.
Right?
Just kind of get into it, dude.
Trying to get chummy with him. Coach, we've seen a small amount of Kel'el Ware in Summer League and whatever we've seen in various Instagram clips. He seems to be an imposing presence and a dominant force on both sides of the ball. A real man's man, if you will.
Man's man.
I wanted to know if at any point during his tenure in Indiana, did you realize that he was a cat person? And then I showed him the picture of the kitty.
It is an adorable kitty.
And he's putting him in a hoop. I don't know if I've seen that one before.
He also the cat looks a lot less menacing than he did in the first picture that Kel'el ever shared on social media.
Yeah, you jumped to conclusions.
I apologize. I apologize to is his name Lycos? I apologize.
Huh.
He is an adorable cat. However, that picture does look like he is scheming.
It's very scheming.
You can't tell me that cat doesn't look like he's ready to take over the world.
Yeah, does look like something's up. Something's up for sure. But yeah, that was gonna be my question to him to see, because cat people are different. They're different kind of people.
Are they different people?
You ever met a cat guy?
Just a cat. They just have cats.
Yeah, like a cat. Like we all hear of the stereotypical cat lady who has like a bunch of cats.
Bunch of cats, yeah.
For sure. But you ever seen a cat guy? A guy who's like, oh, I love cats. My nephew is like that.
Your nephew's a cat guy?
He's a cat guy.
Interesting.
Did not have animals until 2
I think
years
Jalen
ago.
Phillips is a cat guy.
You know, I'm starting to wonder about these cat guys. Everyone I know, tall. Every one of them
Menacing.
tall. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. It takes a different kind of person to become a cat dad, and I want to see how that translates into his game.
You know who's a cat guy?
Who's that?
Sergey Bobrovsky.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Plays for the Cats.
Jalen Phillips? Okay. Is that what you're doing? I thought you actually knew if he had a cat.
No, I actually don't think he is a cat. I think he has dogs. Pretty sure.
Yeah. See, that's fine. Dog guy. Cool.
When's his day with the cup?
When is his
When does Sergey Bobrovsky get his day with the cup? Everybody's had their day. Who hasn't had their day? It feels like everybody's had their day.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Kachuk. It made a Canada run for a little bit.
Luongo just had his day in Canada.
Yeah.
Then he also ate pasta out of it. He wasn't even the goalie.
He wasn't even. He's had 2 days with it.
What Sergey Bobrovsky deserves like a week with the cup.
Poor Sergey. They had to send him to Vegas right after he won the cup for a stupid
Doesn't get the
award show.
cup. He didn't get to enjoy the stupid award, which didn't even win the awards. It's ridiculous. Waste of his time. What are you going to do? Fine him? Because why? Because he showed up to your stupid third place award? Ridiculous. He should have won. And don't even get me started about the idea that this loser Connor McDavid still has his Conn Smythe. Yeah, it's a con, all right.
Yeah, it is. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We won.
Do you ever realize how stupid it is that a guy didn't win an award because of one game in a series where all Connor McDavid did was fluff his stats? That's all he did.
Yep.
But in game 6 and 7, where was he? Oh, that's right. Nowhere to be found.
That's right. Isn't it a playoff award too? It's not just for that series. It's for the whole.
It is for the playoffs. Did you guys not know the Bobbery was in the playoffs?
The Bobbery. Best block ever.
I mean, how many games did he have to go out there, give up 2 or less goals? It's supposed to be derailed by 3 games? It just disgusts me. But you know what? It just shows the disrespect the hockey heads have for the Cats.
That's right.
You all tried to go out there and just make this whole thing about, oh, Connor McDavid, coronation of Connor McDavid. You couldn't live with yourselves for being so wrong because he got stoned by Bob when it mattered. Ridiculous. And had a shutout.
Brick wall, Bob.
Oh, man. Crazy.
All right. Got you upset about that again. Every time you're reminded. We did win. I want you to know that. We
I know. I mean, we got the ultimate prize. It just annoys me, you know?
All right, yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry I said that about that Luongo. You know, I love you, Bobby Lou. I just want to know for Roberto Luongo, who's in Canada, not listening to this, but if he ever did get wind of this, Roberto, you're one of my daughter's favorite player because it was your last season when it was her first Panthers game. And then she did not like Sergei Bobrovsky for 3 years because all I kept getting was he's not Roberto.
Dang.
And we were also at Roberto Luongo jersey retirement night. And, she eventually got around on the Sergei Bobrovsky train. I finally convinced her, but it took some time. It was really annoying.
I mean, that's fair. Do you remember your first sporting event and the player that you first kind of fell in love with? It was probably a Marlins game.
Vashawn Leonard.
Vashawn Leonard?
Yeah, I don't really remember falling in love with a Marlin. I just loved the Marlins as a kid. But the first time I remember falling in love with like a player because they had a great game was Vashawn Leonard.
Yeah. I'm confused by that one.
I just liked him. It was at the Miami Arena. My grandfather took us. It was I think it was Heat Magic.
Yeah.
I think it was Heat Magic. I was 7.
No,
but the point was I think it was Vashawn. It was Vashawn Leonard. I just remember him. I was like, oh, I want to get that guy's jersey.
I'm there's this thing that's going around, like one of these memes that brings up there is no relationship closer than the one you had that a middle school boy has with a random, role player. And every middle school kid or like every adult that you ask now has this one role player from their childhood that just like they hold above everyone.
Yeah, I have that too.
Who it's not Vashawn Leonard, I'm assuming.
It's not a basketball player.
No, that's fine.
It's not a basketball player. It's a baseball player. But the baseball player I irrationally loved when I was like 8th grade going to 9th grade.
Yeah.
I would say it's about the time. Kevin Millar.
Yeah, see
Kevin Millar. I was really mad that the Marlins didn't keep him. He ended up getting shipped to Japan, and then that broke up, and he ended up on the Red Sox, and ended up winning the Red Sox. He was on the Idiots. He won the 04 Red Sox, but I was really mad that the Marlins got rid of him. And you want to remember who they replaced him with?
Yeah.
Todd Hollandsworth. Hated him, dude. And this has nothing to do with his broadcasting, which sound like, for years, that also very much annoyed me. A very nice man.
You don't like Todd.
No, it has nothing to do with Todd Hollandsworth. I have nothing against Todd Hollandsworth. But Todd Hollandsworth, for 3 seasons, was broadcasting with Severino, and I couldn't tell the two apart. It was mind-boggling. I'd be listening to these Marlins broadcasts, but it also happened to coincide with the fact, yes, Todd Hollandsworth replaced my favorite Marlin. Wow. So I also held that against him because Todd Hollandsworth was the opening day left fielder for the 03 Marlins. Now, he eventually got ousted, and they went with Miguel Cabrera. Wow. But, for the start of it, it was Todd Hollandsworth, and I was not happy about it.
Yeah, that's fair. And like you mentioned, Kevin Millar, sure, serviceable player, like you mentioned, world champion. No one's gonna, write a novel about how great Kevin Millar was. So that was your guy.
I loved Kevin Millar because he had fat guy bat waggle.
I'm looking at him now.
And yeah, because like I loved Gary Sheffield. Obviously, Gary Sheffield had the bat wave, the bat wave. I mean, any of those 2000 to 2003 Marlins, I loved all of them, even before they won the World Series. Nice. But the bat waggle with Kevin Millar, I just loved him. I love and like he would come he would come up. He had the high socks, eye black. He'd play some rock and roll music. He was just a party.
Yeah,
he was a party. I got a Kevin Millar autograph.
In fact, got to meet him.
And that's one of the things that Macho Marlins Man and I have in common. That's his favorite player. That's the jersey he wears is a Kevin Millar. It's a complete coincidence.
Yeah, complete coincidence for sure. That I would always see that, and I was like, "Who the hell is Miller, and why do they spell it that way?" Now I know.
Dade South says Kevin Millar, Jorge Alfaro, samesies. You're just like the kids who say it was. No, it's not samesies. Go look at Kevin Millar's 2002 season. He was a really good player. It infuriated me that they had the audacity to get rid of him to Japan. He had a really good season for the Marlins.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think they're right.
No, they weren't. They were not right.
It's the same.
Kevin Millar, 314 he hit in 2001 in 144 games, 20 home runs.
Oh, okay.
That's good for a guy you just found.
All right. No, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
And then the next year, 2002, hit 306,
Oh.
366 on base percentage,
All right.
16 home runs. Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah. I mean, solid contact.
And I got replaced by Todd Hollandsworth.
Oh, okay. Todd didn't do well, I'm assuming.
I mean, Rookie of the Year was a long time ago for Hollandsworth. I was infuriated the Marlins got rid of him. I mean, it eventually, like, again, I was wrong because it worked out. The Marlins won the World Series.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of finagling. What did he do in 2002? 284, 16 home runs, 340. Yeah, sounds like we signed the same guy.
So then why even make the change?
He was terrible on the Marlins.
Wow, dude. Wow. It's rough. Mine was Ted Ginn.
Really?
I don't know why I loved him. So I had a infatuation with Ben Wallace and Brian Dawkins, but those are two Hall of Famers. That doesn't count. You need a player that's like, I don't know. Ted Ginn was the guy who I was like, I love him. He's so much, and then everyone hated him. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. It's not. He didn't ask to be drafted that high, dude.
Anyway, take a break. Now, something arose yesterday. Could be something.
Oh, God.
Could be nothing.
Let me just go ahead. Leroy. Let me use my Leroy. It's probably nothing, dude.
I almost feel like we should save it for Leroy, but I don't know if Leroy's going to be back.
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know how that works.
He said something that'll be quick. I was like, I don't think they do blood work in 15
You know what?
minutes.
I have more fun if he's not here. This way, I'm allowed it for it to be possibly something, but I'm not going to judge. I'm going to leave it out there for the audience. Could be something.
Yeah.
We know. Next.
it used to be. Mad love. So take a look what you.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Oh, hello, Jennifer. Hello.
Hello.
Leroy, how did your blood work go?
Any bad blood?
So here's the.
No, hold on. That was good, dude. That was good. Come on.
-1.
Not coming on the same show you said Chick-fil-A,
and that's a good idea also.
By the way, that Mike, he sometimes isn't very enthusiastic.
He's very same tone.
Hey, by the way, Tobes, I was laughing in the car.
Why's that?
John at Premier TV. Morning, Brendan Leroy. Wondered if you might like to hear from Ryan Fitzpatrick on Monday, the 17-year-old. That's exactly. What? Hey, that's the same thing I said.
Did you put
laughing.
LOL?
No, I didn't say anything. I was laughing in the car. I'm like, oh yeah, this will go over well.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So just say yes.
He's on next.
I should have got him right and do like he does. Hey, tomorrow we have Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No, you don't even say anything. Just let him sign in. We put him up.
Hey, Ryan, have you gotten over your pity party yet? Since we're talking old storylines of Dolphins these past couple weeks, you get over your pity party yet? Oh, my job, my team, boo.
That'll go well. So
yeah, go ahead and book it.
Here's what I realized, and here's the worst. But so you have to pee in a cup, right? And I got up this morning.
Just want every fluid.
And I'm like, should I try to hold it until 11:30?
What?
Yeah, so
It
I
has
did.
to be the first one.
No, yeah, if you go first thing in the morning.
Can't pee on
Right.
command?
Huh?
Can't pee on command?
No, my bladder plays a role in that.
I'm peeing.
And when you get old, huh?
What?
So you're peeing right now.
Why would I say that, JFig?
Okay.
Schmieden says you should have told him that Bernie Kosar was coming on and then just Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did that once to his old co-host.
Oh, dude.
Oh my goodness.
We could have executed this perfectly.
Dude, I'm telling you what. He didn't take it like you would have.
Oh no! If you surprised me with Ryan Fitzpatrick, I would have found that hilarious.
No, but he didn't find it hilarious. He lashed out.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, he's the best.
Yeah. So
I'll ask John and said, "How about Whitworth?"
So
got anybody else on the old TNF roster?
So what happens is I get there and they tell me to go in a cup, and I said I just went at home. Now we play the waiting game. And that's what you got to sit there and wait till you can fill a cup. Otherwise, I'd have been in and out of there.
Well, I'll.
And by the way, 11:30 blood tests are the worst.
Oof. Well, I'll let the
because you
boys.
can't eat for 12 hours.
I told you not to chew gum, but you didn't listen to me. Instead, you lashed out.
I mean, it was too late. I was already chewing the damn gum.
You know, now that Leroy's lashing out, maybe we should get him in a better mood. You know.
With what?
And how can we do that?
How about a little could be something?
Why would they do that?
Could be
What's
nothing.
going on in Utah?
It could be something.
See now. Okay. See, now I realize this.
Why would they do that?
You came at the perfect time.
I should have been thinking of covert operations to get Ryan Fitzpatrick on the show.
I told you.
Yeah,
I didn't see that email until I just saw it.
Yeah.
Damage is done.
I haven't looked at my email all day, so I was like, yeah.
Here's the problem. The problem is that they get back to you with a time, and he would have saw it.
I would have seen what?
The time that they tried to schedule.
If you would have taken the reins by it definitely could have been a prank.
You could have removed his name.
You could have removed.
See, next time, talk to me.
I know.
Talk to Spirit Leroy.
Because and part of it is because you don't stop. You're relentless with this. Now we playing could be something, could be nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love that game. And also, what's the problem? Like, why can't I play my favorite game?
Okay.
You know, I mean, you want to play Ryan Fitzpatrick.
It said could be something, could be most likely nothing.
What did you do for your post meal, by the way?
Let me tell you something.
Water.
Can I just tell you another unfortunate situation that made me look like a bad American?
Hmm?
Now, I'm
Pee your
starving.
pants.
No,
Oh.
I'm starving, right? Haven't eaten none since 10 last night. I'm like, okay, on the way back, I passed a little barbecue place, Mission Barbecue. And right next door to it is a sub place, Jersey Mike's. I say, you know what? Get that barbecue, baby. You know, I'm all about that barbecue. I open the door. Please rise as we sing like we do every day, the national anthem.
Oh, of course. Mission Barbecue a staple.
Closed the door, went to Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
Got time for that. Got to get back.
They
That
They
made me
do
sound
that?
like- huh?
They do that?
Every day.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Really?
At the
12
same
o'clock. At lunchtime.
At lunch?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I look in and people are like, I
That's
open the door, look in, shut the door. I ain't got time for that.
Hey, where are you going?
Does it make
You
me
know
a
what?
bad-
Jersey Mike's is pretty good. I
Yeah.
enjoy Jersey
Yeah,
Mike's.
it wasn't listen.
It was a good call.
I wasn't unhappy with my choice. And by the way, there may or may not be some bacon splatter underneath my jersey because I ate it on the way home.
He was like a hyena.
I was like, anybody looking over at me go, is he homeless?
Is that guy all right? Why is he going so crazy over there? It's like
Wow,
a
Leroy.
Wolverine.
I was driving with my knees.
Don't say that.
All right, let's get to this.
All right.
This could be something.
Can I tell you something? And this is going to be something and something. Your could be somethings or could be nothings have been straight trash lately.
I don't think that's true.
So at least give us something that we'll at least chew on for a second.
You guys familiar with Wardell Stephen Curry?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wardell.
He is the greatest shooter that's ever graced our planet.
And he proved it in the Olympics.
He
Yes.
sure did. Well, Leroy, internet sleuths yesterday noticed a change in Steph Curry. And as we know, the first round of making a stink always happens on Instagram. So as you'll notice here, Leroy, this was Steph Curry's old bio.
All right.
Wait, let me
All right.
see.
Wardell Curry, Steph Curry, believer, father, husband, founder, philanthropist, and oh yeah, guard for the Warriors.
All
Wait.
right.
So why does it looks weird? Why is the 56 pretty far from the M?
I don't know, JFig.
Do you think this is photoshopped?
I don't know. Hard to say.
Okay.
Hard to say.
Keep going.
That's what you're talking about? The
Yeah.
amount of followers?
The new bio says Olympic gold medalist. No
Oh,
Warriors.
look how close that M is.
You
He got
see?
two-
This
he got
is
2
why
million.
I think you got
Yeah,
got.
You got.
I don't know. Still up.
Go back
Even
to
the
other-
comma in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, even if it does say that, even if the M is far away, it doesn't say Warriors anymore, does it?
Are you limited in what you could put in that?
No,
Okay.
no.
In your description?
If
So,
Warriors is
question.
gone,
I have a question. JFig pointed this out.
Mhm.
Why is the 56 so far away from the M, and then
I
the
don't know.
58 is close? And he got 2 million. He got 2 million more followers in 12 seconds.
well, I don't know if it was in 12 seconds. It looks like it was from some time ago because
Either way, that photo is pretty photoshopped, but I am on his Instagram right now, and it's not there. Unless that was already photoshopped, the whole part where he said, "Oh yeah."
I think I hate you guys.
I think I hate them too. Bobrovsky's the two of them.
I think I hate you guys.
Anyway, the point is, it doesn't say that anymore.
It's nothing.
Is it? Because Steph Curry's going into a year. No more Klay Thompson. What is this team?
And he's saddling up with Draymond Green.
How much more of a future is there possibly for Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors?
Yeah, don't try to put it back, Steven. See, that's a typo. Same thing we saying about Steph Curry. See, you just did it. Try to hurry up and fix it.
I'll ruin all the fun.
Do you think having so much fun with LeBron?
Got to stay hydrated, champ. There you go. Go ahead.
No, like seriously, you guys are sitting here, and I know you guys want to be dismissive because you know.
Play the first one.
I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm just trying to point out what I'm looking at.
Look at the first one. Look at the first one.
Cool. We've understood, but it doesn't say that anymore.
Okay, but what if?
Well, he obviously, JFig,
maybe he removed the Warriors because we're on the off season, and he just wanted to put Olympic gold medalist.
Maybe,
and then eventually it will go back.
Or what if it doesn't go back?
Okay.
What if it doesn't go back though, JFig? What if?
Okay. So what are your thoughts?
In that case, he really
now
was.
I think you guys are reining back in.
He really was extremely friendly with LeBron James.
He was.
And usually your could be something, could be nothings have something to do with the Heat.
Well, who's to say that he was just friendly with LeBron James, because he was plenty friendly with his guy Bam Adebayo.
Okay, that's true.
So,
that's true.
Is it crazy to think that Steph Curry, looking around after spending all that time with this loaded roster, doesn't want to go back to Jonathan Kuminga?
Listen, just from that phrase right there, I have to say could be something, but I really don't think it's anything. But when you pose that I have to go back to Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga.
Have you checked his X, his Twitter?
Have I checked
the same bio there? Yeah.
What have you checked it?
No, I'm gonna go look
Oh
right now.
no, see, let me tell you something, fraud.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something right now, fraud. It better not.
It better not have what?
It says Olympic gold medalist.
That's good news.
Oh, consistency.
Good news.
They match.
Look at that. Look at that.
All we're saying is keep an eye on it. Could be something.
Did you just drop the mic right there after getting got with that first image?
I don't think I did get got. That's only according.
Did.
I don't think so.
I want to know what his real bio was before all of this.
See, and that's the kicker.
You think he recently updated it to Olympic? You're accusing him essentially, Tobin.
He's saying it was Olympic gold medalist, and it never really said. And oh yeah.
No, you're saying it was Warriors.
No. Okay, we're gonna go back.
Yeah, of course. It used to say Warriors.
And JFig is saying that maybe it never said Warriors.
She thinks
maybe it never said, and oh yeah, guard for the Warriors.
You would think though it probably did. Most likely.
I mean, yeah.
Hold on, we gotta
look at the commas here, and look at the 56M here.
We're looking at
what's up with the commas?
Right?
You don't really see what the commas. What does the comma?
Because look. This is how it's supposed to look.
But you know there was an Instagram update.
But if it was two,
and also, hold on. Look here, how it says what is this called? The threads. How it says one new. This one doesn't say one new.
But what does that have to do with anything? I don't really understand. That just means that he just happened to thread.
I don't know.
That's I think you're gotta be honest with you, JFig.
She's basically saying
you're just mad because I don't agree with you right now.
She raises your could be something, could be nothing too.
Nah, what I think she's doing is
could be nothing.
I think you might want to stretch a little longer because I think you're reaching a little.
I'm reaching. You're the king of reaching.
Hey, calm down.
Trying to bring you back down to earth.
It's a reach. It's a reach.
Calm down, Stretch.
Can you give her a -1 for reaching?
Yeah. Okay, we don't have that.
-1.
That's good.
Deception
for reaching. Yeah, I guess deception.
Deception?
Yeah,
it's not even confirmed yet.
Oh, I've confirmed it.
JFig's a
It
burger.
says
Just
Olympic
because
gold
you.
medalist on his Instagram. It's
Frog.
confirmed.
Hey, who's lashing out now, Frog Boy?
What? Oh, it wasn't me.
JFig's a burger.
Keep playing with your little toys,
her.
Marcos.
It wasn't me. It was Mike B.
Take a break. Back after this.
feel it, baby.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take guys up until 2 here on the program. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? Your actionattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE. What is that reaction?
Weather is not to be played with right now. It's looking tornadic. It's mostly cloudy. It's not even mostly cloudy. It's raining. Okay, we got some thunder. We got some lightning. Expect this to go on for the rest of the day. And it's just one of those summer days. Start off this morning. It's a nice and pleasant day. Oh, it's going to be a nice day. Then
today actually kind of started with you raining on Raheem Mostert's career. That's kind
never be Jim Brown.
Yeah, I mean, like tough mark to hit. Yeah, he's right.
Anyway, the winds are blowing probably 10 to 15 miles an hour, still coming out of the west-southwest. And expect more rain because, again, the rain's coming off the coast early, and then that westerly wind's going to catch it, and it's going to hang right over West Broward, western, the west side of the Tri-Counties. And that's what happens this time of year. So be careful. Temperature's a little bit cooler, maybe. Is it even 90 degrees yet? But
like
other than that, be careful, huh?
It feels like it's always 90 degrees. It feels like my face is going to melt.
Yeah, but
off.
the rain sometimes will cool it off a little bit.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick says Leroy and JFig, the Shaq and Kobe of ruining bits. Agreed.
Of course you'd read that because he's on your side for some reason.
Yep, that's it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the side of doing a bit correctly. Yes, that is my side.
Yeah,
I don't have to always agree.
You don't place me. You don't put his.
You didn't even let him get off the ground.
You don't put his stuff up there when he says Chunky 52.
I literally read every single one of those.
That's true. They're good though. You gotta read those.
Of course, respect. You gotta respect game.
It's Alf. He's good.
Tomorrow is the Dolphins' final preseason game. Thank God.
Yeah.
Ready for the stand. Tired of the Mike White, Skylar Thompson battle.
Said, this is my best part of the show, and I don't know why. That makes two of us.
Your weather?
No, I don't know if it's the weather.
I think it was the weather.
How could you not love a Leroy weather report?
Tornadic activity.
You know why? Because I'm accurate, right?
Yeah.
I'm accurate.
You're a golfer.
Definitely more ominous, but not as ominous as your Raheem Mostert prediction.
Wow.
Because you basically said the tread's coming off the tires this year.
That's not what I said.
You're an agent, kind of.
That's not kind of what I said.
You said that he's never going to be Jim Brown.
Here's what I said.
He can't lead the NFL in rushing touchdowns again.
Here's what I said. My first comment was, do you know if Achane was healthy the whole year, he wouldn't have got as many carries. And now that Achane is, they're going to split carries, which lessens the chance for either one of them to lead the league in touchdowns.
Yeah,
all the other guys on that list carry the load themselves. They don't share it. These two guys share it. That's not a knock on either one of them. That's just the way the offense works.
So you're saying there's no shot a Dolphin leads a statistical category this year in touchdowns?
I'm saying that
they had two of them last year.
I'm saying it's less likely with two guys toting the load. It is.
Just say you hate him already, dude. I am
I
sick
feel
of
like
it.
he's gone at Mostert a lot. He's got his guys like Mostert and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, he
gives a hard time to him. You know, he goes after these guys.
Let me ask you here.
You know,
let me ask you this. If I'm, as you say, trashing Raheem Mostert, what did I say that about him sharing time was wrong? Because they did it early last year until Achane got hurt.
Mostert was having a good year before Achane got hurt too.
But
had a good year.
Achane went crazy, and he started getting a lot of the carries. And I'm just saying that anytime you say, let's ride the hot hand, one of those guys could be out for that game. simply because the other guy's hot. That's what
I would
two
agree
running
with
backs.
this. I guess I would agree with this. I guess your argument's better there for the yards, but for touchdowns, you think it's going to be like that much of a drop off for him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Got to see if Achane's got that nose for the end zone.
You know, that was one of the areas that they struggled with, is running the ball in these short yardage situations. Now, these guys both have the capabilities of taking it, you know, from farther out, which I give them both credit for that. There's no questioning that. But this team's issues were the third and short yardage situations.
I mean, that's fine, but he still led the league in touchdowns. I mean, you struggle to an entity of leading the league in rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know who second and third were?
Yeah, it was Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts.
That's crazy. Like, I know they do the QB sneak and stuff like that, but 15 rushing touchdowns in a year? That's pretty good. But if I'm looking at the list, continuing, McCaffrey.
He says, there a bit for receiving touchdowns for a running back, because I would go with Achane. Ooh, I led the league in that once.
You led the league in.
On me to do it again?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you could do a bet like that. Running backs to lead the league in.
No,
I don't think there's prop bets for that.
Yeah.
We did kick around. Do you throw a little flyer on Jalen Waddle leading the league in touchdown catches?
No.
It's plus 6,000.
No.
No.
You know why? Because he plays on the same.
Hill.
He plays on the same
It's
team
no fun
as
bet.
Tyreek Hill.
It's no-
That's
it's
the
no
same
fun.
exact. You just made the
That's
same
not
exact
a fun bet.
argument.
Yeah,
The
but I
same
don't.
exact argument I'm making again.
Yeah, but that's why I wouldn't bet on Tyreek Hill. It's no fun.
Okay, but here,
Like, let's just
the
say
reason why it's 6,000 to 1,
Mhm.
right? Is so that dummies like you would bet on it, even though they play on the same
But
team.
what if
as
this is a
Tyreek Hill.
monster year? Like, we were talking about this, so like Tua revealed they really tried to force the ball.
They tried to get the ball to
and it was a down
Waddle.
year for Waddle touchdowns.
Even
Waddle
though
had-
even though Waddle didn't complain about it.
Right, he didn't complain about it. But now, what if it flips it on its ear, right? And then all of a sudden, Waddle's the go-to guy in the end zone, because we're just spreading the ball around. And Waddle had a down year from the year before on touchdowns. His touchdowns were only 4. Was a little bit banged up. So if you have a healthier Waddle, all of a sudden maybe he's the go-to guy. He gets on a little run.
Do you pay attention to this team?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going to catch a lot of touchdowns this year? Just
Tyreek
based on what you know, what they're doing for this team.
But why couldn't Tyreek Hill?
And you like.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Listen to me. You're making the argument that you think Devon Achane is going to take a lot of the production from Raheem Mostert, which maybe will. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not dismissing that.
Okay.
Because I'm not a dismisser like you are. I'm open to these things. I'm open to have an open football conversation. Why is it crazy to think that all of a sudden the old timer, a little long in the tooth, cheetahs, they got long teeth. All of a sudden, more touchdowns start going to Jaylen Waddle this year instead of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I could see that, but they're still splitting targets. It's not like it's the Bills with what's his name last year?
Diggs.
With Diggs. It's not that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Tyreek is going to get, a lot of it, but then Waddle's going to get some of it, but he's never going to get the same opportunities as Tyreek.
Why not?
Because Tyreek makes $30 million a year. And I'm more than sure if you're paying somebody $30 million, he's going to be your premier.
Waddle.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if you're going to make arguments, that's not a good one. They just paid both of these guys.
So you're willing to suggest that Jaylen Waddle could have more touchdowns than Tyreek Hill?
Can't rule it out. I
Yes,
don't
you
think
can.
so, but I
Yes,
can't
you
rule
can.
it out.
Not that crazy of an assumption.
I'm not like as gung ho on that as I am Raheem Mostert. Like, if you were to tell me what's the longer shot I like more, I like Mostert leading the league in touchdowns again. But is it crazy to think that that Jaylen Waddle ups his touchdowns by 10 and a couple
10.
go away by the wayside. What was a down year last
The
year?
only time that happens is if, well, also keep in mind when you have a receiver. How many yards did Jaylen Waddle end up with?
Like 1,100, something like that.
So let me get this straight. Okay, let's all be clear.
Slow start though. Slow start.
Let's all be clear. Tyreek Hill had what, 1,700 yards?
1,800.
1,800 yards.
It was 17.99. So I'm giving him 18. I'm
17.9.
rounding up. That's what they
Yeah,
told us.
that's okay. And Waddle still got 1,100.
Mhm.
And you're saying he's going to get more
Touchdowns. Not going by yards. I'm talking touchdowns. TDs.
And then what about the tight ends who they've all been emphasizing this year?
That's what they say. You know, that's what they say. That's the chitter.
So me taking the word of the actual team, and you're saying no, that's not accurate.
Wouldn't you want everybody to?
No. You didn't answer my question.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
You don't believe it
publicly. Do I believe Julian Hill is going to go have 6 touchdowns?
No.
Year?
Jonnu Smith.
Maybe. We'll
say
see.
Jonnu Smith gets 5 touchdowns. No,
he's taking those away from Tyreek though. So Tyreek's number goes.
And Waddle.
You can't take away. He only had 4.
Well, what if they score more touchdowns? I mean, they slowed up at the end of the year. What if they just score more touchdowns? A Dolphins team that doesn't slow down by the quarter of the year.
That could also happen.
You know what they say.
Yes.
More tutties, more buddies.
No, you see, we almost had him. Got to whip out the saying. As soon as he says, you know what they say, it's like already.
No, because he knows. I can tell by like we're going to break right after this comment. So tread lightly there. I could see you're wondering, should I say it? This is like a conversation with your wife. This is like a conversation with D. Y'all are going at it. Y'all going at it, and you go, I don't want to go there, but she's being.
I just think that Waddle had a down year as far as tutties were concerned. All right.
He had 1,100 yards on the same team as a guy that had 1,800.
Right. So all
how
of a sudden,
much more can he do?
We're just reshuffling the deck here a little bit, baby.
Yeah. You also added a tight end.
All right. He's got to show me something. All right. That, like, if we're going to say
who's let me ask you this. Say if he has an average, because he's kind of a wide receiver type tight end that also blocks, which is unique, right? Say if he has 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
Right? 500 yards. About 40 catches. That's what I expect. About 40 catches. 40 to 50 catches for the tight end. And 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right?
That
in its say it again.
A lot of touchdowns for him.
What do you mean a lot?
He's mostly had like 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns.
He's the only guy on that team that's a giant near the end zone.
Julian Hill, dude. I'm telling you, new Kittle.
Okay, so Julian Hill, you're still making my point. Touchdowns are going to go to somebody else. So thank you for that.
Dade South says it would be funny if a River Craycraft touchdown was the difference in Tobin hitting the bet. No, because we call that a hedge, dude. Because I'm going to have River Craycraft as anytime touchdown, so I'll be good.
Yeah, isn't like it and it's amazing where we are now. For me, saying that Mostert's not going to have as many touchdowns is me saying Mostert is trash.
Oh,
you're just very dismissive.
Can't
like
wait to cut that.
I think
I'm just
you
playing.
were.
Can I just say this? Of all the people sitting here, I'm playing the percentages.
You were dismissive.
I'm playing the percentages.
Here's the thing. I say, is it possible for the young guy to get more touchdowns than the league guy? I say, no. But then I said, well, is it possible for Raheem Mostert just to do what he did last year? Nah, young guy's going to take all his touchdowns. So, like, which one is it?
I didn't say no. I did. Wait. Hold on. At any point in time, did I say that Achane's going to take all of his touchdowns? What I said is that if Achane was healthy the whole year, they would have split a lot of that load, and he wouldn't have gotten as many opportunities.
If some butts were candy and nuts, dude, like, let's see Achane stay healthy. Let's see it.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
you're right.
You
go ahead. Bet your money. Go ahead.
That's going
Chili
out.
pepper it up, buddy.
I will.
6,000 to 1,
chili pepper it up.
7,000
You
to
wanna know
1.
something? We're going to have a lot of fajitas.
Yeah.
All right.
Back up to this.
Got
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Dolphins will be back in action tomorrow, and they'll close out the preseason. 7:30 is your kickoff from Raymond James Stadium. I don't imagine you're going to see a lot of guys of significance tomorrow. Maybe on defense a little bit, maybe. But
as long as I get to see Storm Duck, I'm all good.
Storm Duck and his squirrels, dude.
Yeah.
He's going to be out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
Saw Jalen Waddle. This was him yesterday, giving some big praise to Tua Tagovailoa and saying that he's become a lot more of a vocal guy. Here was the Penguin on Tua and his leadership growth since Alabama.
The biggest improvement, I say his communication, really leading us out there and in the huddle. He's kind of not as talkative when we first came in, just due to culture. And I know just being at Bama with him, he really like the standard was already set. So I feel like something that he learned. But he's much more talkative, really do a good job of telling us what we want, what he wants, and just leading the guys.
Wow, Goosies, dude. What a leader. Goosies. Exciting times. Also, you guys see Chop Robinson yesterday?
Oh.
Word was he was giving old Tristan Wirfs the business. Highest paid offensive lineman in the league. And then, he did the thing after he got his ass. He gave the young fella some advice.
Oh, that's nice.
Nah, Tristan Wirfs 25, but still.
Okay.
He's already made that bread. And so he's going to give the young fella some advice. And Chop Robinson said, "Hey, nerd, get out of my face. I just dish ragged you in practice."
I don't think he said that. Did he say
Was that an exact quote?
Like, this is why we need quotes. We need people saying it themselves because Toby going to take a whole bunch of liberties.
That's what he said.
Dish ragged him.
No, I think that's what he said. Is that what he said?
No, I think he said something very praising of him instead.
For me, coming into this practice, really just camp pro after working my fastball, my swipe and everything like that. I really just wanted to peek into other things like using power, stuff like that to set up my fastball whenever. So I would just sitting down with Coach Crow, talking about that before we came out here, just started working different things. Then I was able to get underneath his pads. But he's a hell of a player. He was talking to me after, saying some things I did good, some things on how I hit him. So it was just a back and forth competition. So I'm just getting better, and I'm blessed to be able to learn from him.
Wow.
Yeah, not exactly.
Kind of the same.
Hey, nerd.
Look, we all knew. We all knew.
Not exactly.
What the hell? Because first of all, rookies don't talk like that.
I don't think he talks at all. Everybody's had to force him to say anything. Chop Robinson doesn't want to say anything. He just wants to maul quarterbacks.
Love it. It's my guy.
Now, he is going to have to – you don't want to get into that situation like old boy is in Dallas where he can rush the hell out of the passer, but then when they run it, they run for 250.
Oh, yeah. Micah.
Yeah. So –
Micah Parsons was training with a sumo wrestler this offseason, so it seems like he's taking it serious.
Yeah, that was an internet bit.
Oh, my goodness.
He's all in.
You know what you are?
What?
You are Instagram X. That's your new nickname. Because everything you see on Instagram, everything you see on X, you fall for it.
Long name.
You're just making
Somebody send up video. Somebody send out video of them working with a sumo wrestler. He balling this year. He doing sumo. He balling this year. He gonna ball. Tua was doing jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu. Dude.
He was doing jiu-jitsu, and he kept safe.
And what about the Kyle Lowry working at the UFC?
I mean, that was great. I was all for it. Kyle Lowry loved it. I talked to him about it.
Yeah, but again, how does one translate to the other?
How does working out in the offseason translate?
No, not working out. How? Let me tell you
Yes,
something.
you can see
Let me ask you a
silhouettes
question.
working out.
How did Kyle Lowry
Yeah.
help him in basketball? Because you hated him by the end of the year.
That wasn't the same year.
Yeah, the year he did the tappy tap, made it to the championship.
Yep.
And he played an integral
He
role.
just says things though, like he thinks he has recollection of my takes, and he doesn't. He
Well,
likes to
that's
just-
because you just make them all. You
it's
say
just
this
'cause-
every time, even if I'm accurate or not, because there's really no way of going and proving
no,
what
in a
you
lot of
said. And in
ways-
the rare cases that we do, you try to twist that. Even you say with your own words, you still try to twist it.
Nah, I'm not trying to twist anything. In a lot of ways, you're like an accusation grenade launcher. That's what you are. You just say things, you exploded, and it doesn't. You have no repercussions. Like you just say things that aren't true.
Wow,
it's hurtful. It's
And-
hurtful.
And,
but, you know,
and-
I
and what
learned
do
to
you
live with it.
say? You just say,
Oh, I'm accurate.
What is that?
That's that's archery.
Okay, see, that's archery. The first one you did is kind of like your head is in the way of the theater.
Hey, you think Raheem Mostert has a chance to lead the league in rushing touchdowns again this year?
wait, Dave Stop called me a retroactive quibbler.
Bringing up old charges.
Yeah.
Hey, you think Jaylen Waddle overtakes the Dolphins as their leading touchdown grabber this year?
We'll tell Leroy.
No way!
Oh boy.
Watch Deadpool. Tell you another place you want to be a long shot.
Where's it?
I love how you had to stop yourself there.
Okay. Alrighty.
Just play it.
You're not helping, Marcos.
You fell so into that.
Oops. You want to tell us a little bit about Blue Chew?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
In the bedroom. You know, we've been telling you guys about Blue Chew, and you know, a lot of people saying, "Hey, Show Pony." We've been logging that into the checkout, and guess what? Got my month for free. Like, hey, glad I can help out. All right. Whether you're spicing things up with your marriage, whether you're trying to impress somebody new, you want that little extra boost of confidence. Because listen, we're talking about things that may or may not. But you want to make sure this is a certainty. All right, dude. That's why you guys want to try Blue Chew today. It's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it.
Whoa!
Yep. And they got mint flavors.
Do they?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So
I would go just
great breath, dude.
Yeah, I've replaced my gum.
I would. Dude, tomorrow your heart's gonna be on that counter if you chew it like you chew a Blue Chew like double mint.
You can do what you want when you get a month free.
Well, that's how I'm going to tell you how to get a month free here, Frog Boy. I'm glad you asked. All right, because I know you Cuban tree frogs.
Oh, you know what?
You want to get after it, dude. All right. So here's a deal for our listeners. You use the promo code SHOWPONY. It's all one word. Use the word SHOWPONY at checkout, and you are getting your first month of Blue Chew for free. That's BlueChew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout. You're paying just $5 for shipping, but you're getting that first month of Blue Chew for free. That's BlueChew.com. BlueChew.com.
QAM broadcasting live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin, Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's shake our tail feathers. Get to a little goosies. No goosies. Goosies. What do you got today for us, Frogboy?
We are going to start with our very own Mike McDaniel.
Love him.
Indeed. Although I need to win a playoff game this year.
Well, yeah. Agreed. No more cutesy-wootsy stories.
And one of the people vital to the Dolphins' success, of course, none other than Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa.
Thought for sure you were going to say Lester Cotton.
Yeah, I mean, he is important. He is important indeed. Because if he's on the field, go the other way. But there are some areas that Mike McDaniel would like to see Tua improve. This is what he detailed.
Let's just say my confidence and my previous proclamation of him being as coachable as any player I've ever been around and like a freakish learner. So absolutely, we were connected from our exit interview right after the season, where we first began the conversations of what those things could look like. And him being the competitor that he is, he wasted no time to attack those. I won't divulge exactly what they are, but I think, visibly you could see one of them the first time you guys saw him. It wasn't like, okay, you started to notice that because he was getting to that point of emphasis. No, he wasted no time to do what you'd hope, which is, hey, bottom line is I want to get better. I'm not happy with the results, so I'm going to work to change them. And I think that's been the whole mindset of the team. And, you're led by the quarterback. So it's very important that he is that way for himself, for his production, but along the same lines, to lead by example for what players and coaches and the whole organization need to do for us to get what we want.
Wow, not efficient. If I'm hearing his many words correctly, he's saying he fat shamed Tua?
I mean, he said it. Well, you noticed it. You saw it.
It kind of sounds like he fat shamed.
Well, I mean, he
can I just say,
jumped around it a little.
He didn't answer the damn question. No goosies.
Yeah. Wow.
He talked?
That's fair.
He talked.
But did you get an answer?
I think I heard him say fat shame Tua.
Of course, that's what you would do.
You guys saw him. He was a little portly, not too nimble. I mean, they say Brian Flores was a bully.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I do have more audio from that.
This is what it is. The facts are the facts. You're the worst.
Wow. Bully.
It'd be great if we just had footage of Mike McDaniel just berating everybody on the exit interviews. Yes.
That's a good commercial.
You think Tua gives him one? He goes, Tua's just, hey, you got anything for, Tua's two-way street. You got anything for me? He goes, less words.
Please. Hearing Brian Flores and make these comments recently about Tua kind of made me miss a coach that got to the point.
Oh, no. Well, no, you're not right there because Brian Flores, he would take 90 seconds to say nothing.
I mean, true. Yeah.
Mike McDaniel takes 90 seconds to say everything because Brian Flores
nothing.
If Brian Flores was just a lot of
the only difference between Brian Flores and Mike McDaniel is one says nothing and means nothing. The other one says a lot and means nothing.
Give me a Brian. Give me a question, just any random question, and I'll be Brian Flores for you.
How do you think Tua has been progressing this offseason, Coach?
Those questions. He's progressing. Tua's our quarterback, and he's progressing. They're all progressing. I don't want to just say that Tua is the only one progressing. We want all of our players to progress. Progression is good. That's what you want from football players. I know you want me to say something about Tua, but he's our quarterback, and progression is vital to teams winning football games, and Tua is on the football team, so we'd like them to progress. And enough of the questions about him already. It's just enough. All right, bothering me.
You nailed that.
That was it's almost like you were reading a transcript of one of his answers.
I've cut many. I've been there too. Been there too, and know what these guys. I know how they tick. But anyway, getting back to it. No goosies. I don't like fat shamers.
Oh, okay. So you're positive he was fat shaming.
Oh, positive. Yeah. JFig?
To be honest, I didn't really hear the audio, but would it really matter? No goosies. Just power outage is really kicking my butt.
Frogboy?
I'm jealous that JFig didn't have to hear that. No goosies.
No goosies.
What do you got for number 2?
I got a little bit more audio for you guys.
Okay.
Staying in the same division, heading up north.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite players, actually. I'm gonna lie to you. Sauce Gardner. They're in a current joint practice situation with the Giants.
Joined together for the Battle of New Jersey, even though they both call themselves New York teams.
Phony, just like everyone else in New York. You heard me.
I just want to know how Jersey got bullied into that. Be like, wait, you want us to have the stadium here, but you're not named after us?
We're gonna put it there. No, but it's
yeah, you knows, you're Jersey. You're gonna just
Yous get it.
Yous get it. Come on. Nobody wants to be the Jersey Giants. I mean, come on.
Actually sounds better. Sauce Gardner details what it was like playing against Daniel Jones.
What's your opinion or takeaway on Daniel Jones?
He's a good quarterback. You feel me? I thought I was about to pick him off today. I had a little cloud rep. You know, he had looked at the last minute to try to throw the check down to Wandale. You know, I thought I had to pick, but he kept it. I mean, man, the competitive periods, it was very competitive, man. It was great. Like, I had fun out there today. You know,
he said everything he can say without saying he sucked.
I don't really know what to say. Like,
nice.
Like, hey, Karen S said it perfectly. Was Sauce held at gunpoint when he said Jones was a good QB? It's like, you better say it. You better say it. Don't make me use this. He's a good quarterback. Can I just tell you?
Say
it was funny to everybody but Daniel Jones. It's like,
Daniel Jones is questioning why everyone's laughing. He's like, you said I was a good quarterback. What's wrong? I don't think anything wrong with that.
I think that was what Sauce tweeted out afterwards. Because everybody's like, I think he just said, I did say he was a good quarterback.
He did. I mean, like, what?
Yeah, you said that to get that out of the way before you tried to find the real reasons why. And you couldn't come up with nothing.
He didn't throw him under the bus, though. You know, he didn't. He did his best. It was one of those. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
He said, "I said, quote, he's a good quarterback. I just got a little distracted with something mid-interview. Chill."
Yeah, the fact that you said he's a good quarterback distracted you.
Because that's a lie. He's got the Goran Dragic too honest. He goes, "Oh, I just lied. I can't even go on."
Why? But can I ask you a question? Everybody know the Daniel Jones situation, right? Why ask another player that question?
Why are you making Sauce Gardner a liar?
Right.
Anyway, I got the Goosies. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen.
Goosies.
I don't get the Goosies by lies. Daniel Jones not a good quarterback. And anytime you should suggest it or say it or whatever, and clearly you didn't believe it either because you couldn't come up with nothing after that. No Goosies.
JFig?
I don't have goosies. It was hilarious, but
no goosies.
No goosies.
Frogboy?
I got goosies. It was pretty funny. It was a little funny.
Well, that training camp report was brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. The training camp up there, reportedly to Sauce Gardner, not good. Not good. You guys ready to level up your career game, Daniel Jones? MDCPS Technical Colleges have got you covered. Choose from tons of programs, learn from top-notch certified instructors, and get real-world experience. And the best part, you can graduate debt-free in just 1 to 2 years. If you're ready to make the move, log on to careerinayear.com or call 305-558-8000. MDCPS Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. If you guys missed it, Mike Woodson talked a little Kel'el Ware with us earlier on in the program. He was fantastic. Bring that for you next.
This hour of
Been looking forward to doing this one after the Miami Heat made their selection of Kel'el Ware in the first round. And man, he has had a summer. Lighting it up for the Miami Heat. They take the summer league. He has been good. Yeah. And we are excited. We got his college head coach joining us here on the program, the great Mike Woodson, head coach of Indiana University. Coach, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. And thank you for spending some time to talk about Kel'el here with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. How have you thought Kel'el's summer has gone? You know, the Heat had a great summer league, and he was a big part of it. What have been your impressions getting to watch him immediately in the program?
Well, I thought he had a great summer. You know, I spent a little time out in Vegas and watched him a few times. And, you know, it is a major jump from college to the NBA as well as high school to college. And he still got a lot to learn. You know, I thought from a team standpoint, he couldn't have picked a better organization, you know, with Pat Riley sitting at the top and Mickey Erickson and Coach Mostert. It doesn't get much better than him, man, because he's figured it out a long time ago and has been very successful with that organization. So I just think sky's the limit for the young man. He just got to come in and listen and learn and continue to grow as a basketball player.
You were with him, Coach, at his draft intro press conference there with Spo and with Riley. Like, what was that day like with Kel'el and just kind of getting his feet wet, being with an NBA organization?
Nerve-wracking. I'm sitting there trying to be calm as hell for him and his mom and his loved ones that were sitting there at the table, and because you just don't know. And when he got the call at 15, man, I couldn't have been more proud for a young man and his family, man. His mom has been great to me, you know, when I made the commitment to bring him and they committed to me. The one thing she said to me was, work his ass. and we did. And she never said one thing, man. She was a great parent that wanted the best for her son. And we tried to teach him on and off the court to do the right things, man. And he bought in and he worked and he put himself in a great position, man, to be drafted. And I'm glad Miami Heat, you know, picked him because I think it's a great spot for him, a great organization, a great way for him to learn the NBA game the right way.
They had said Adam Simon, their GM, he had said that they had done a lot of talking about Kel'el before they ended up selecting him. When they reached out to you guys, what did they want to know about the young man that they were potentially going to select?
Well, just like most organizations, you know, they want to know what his habits are like, what he likes to do off the court. Does he work hard on the basketball floor? How high is his IQ? Can he pick up things quickly? And, you know, all I could tell him was the kid was very skilled when I got him. You know, there was that rap that he didn't work hard and play at a high level. And you know, we all forget, you know, these are young kids, man, and it takes time. And when I got him, it took about a month, man, to break him and get him where we thought he could help us win basketball games and play at a high level. And, you know, and as the season went on, he got better. You know, that's how I judge guys. I mean, from where we start and where we finished. And when you look at his numbers based on what he did his year at Oregon, it's just a big jump. Big jump.
What was you say it took like a month? Was there just like getting used to your demands as you know, I know as coach, you're a guy who demands a lot of your players defensively, all that type of stuff. So like, was that the thing that you just needed to get him as far as like up to speed? Because was he relying on skill too much maybe in previous stuff at his previous stop, or what were the things that you were just like that was the click moment for him?
Well, it was really effort given second and third. You know, effort. I mean, he just, early on, he didn't run the floor hard. He didn't go after shots and block shots. And, he didn't rebound out of his space, things that big men should do. And, once we got him over that hump and where he was making second and third effort plays and running the floor and blocking shots and rebounding the ball, it started to become easier, and when we got him, he physically, he wasn't fit. We had to put weight on him. And I find when guys come in not physically ready to play and they start to develop that part of their body mentally, they're in a good space, man. And they start probably doing things that they didn't think that they were capable of doing. And I mean, he did everything from a basketball standpoint that we needed him to do on and off the court, man. And he was rewarded for it.
Is there something that a lot of people don't know about Kel'el, personality wise, or like he is off the court that like you just like about him? Like, there's just something that's just not known about him that you find interesting?
What was really unusual, and I mean, you deal with a lot of parents and a lot of young men at this level. And when I got him, when I challenged him, man, everything was yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, he never once I don't mind players barking back. That's healthy to me, from a coach's standpoint. It lets me think you're ticking, but he was just so gentlemanlike in his approach to wanting to learn how to play basketball, man. And that was pleasant, man, for me from a coaching standpoint, because I did challenge him early and tried to push him in the right direction, and he responded.
Can you talk about in this modern game, bigs are kind of asked to do everything. Him adding that 3-point shot that he had with you guys, like he didn't shoot a ton, but he shot it effectively. What do you think is, I guess, the ceiling for that? Do you feel like he's a guy who's going to always shoot a ton, or just a capable shooter? Because people are wondering about like the offensive matchup with him and Bam playing on a court together and what that could be.
Well, again, that's going to be up to Spo and, his staff and how they develop him and the things that they want him to do. But if he becomes a big time 3-point shooter, at his position, it just opens up things for a lot in terms of what they're trying to probably do from a basketball standpoint. But only time will tell. I mean, the bottom line is he's shown he can make threes. For us, he had to. When I look at his stats, he's got to get better in making free throws because he's going to get fouled. He shot, I think, 60-something% for 63 for us. I don't know what he shot in the summer league, but his numbers were pretty good there. But it's all about Spo's style, and I think he fits his style. And the one thing I do know, they're going to work his butt off and make him a better player, and that's all you can ask for, man. You just got to go along for the ride and do your part, really.
That was something it was noticeable. You mentioned getting fouled a lot. Like, no, I know it's summer league, but like, man, it definitely is that nobody could corral him. Like everybody they were sending him to the line a ton because he's just such a force, coach. Like, was that just something noticeable last year? Like, man, nobody can seem to get this, can defend this kid clean because he's got so much, I guess, offensive ferocity and firepower to him.
Well, I didn't really go to him a lot on the low post, when I had him. I rarely sell him, that's why his numbers are so amazing. I look at him, almost 16 and 10 rebounds, and I didn't milk him like I did Trace Jackson Davis, on the block. And I put him in a lot of pick and rolls. He got offensive putbacks. That was his way of scoring, but the pick and rolls, we were able to learn not to always, throwing pocket passes and stuff. I mean, there's times when you have to throw them, but a lot of times we were able to just put the ball in the air, and he was able to go get it and either dunk it or come down and finish it. So, I mean, and then he got early strikes, is what we call in transition, by just running the floor. And we were able to find him that way. But, I didn't run a lot of plays for him, but his numbers indicated probably I did, but I really didn't. So I think just from a skill set, he's capable of doing pretty much anything on the basketball floor. He just got to learn the NBA game and the way Spo likes to play.
You have any sense of like how long a transition like that for a guy of his talent? Do you have any sense of how long it could be till he's going to be at that comfort level? Like, I guess what you think his rookie year, how big of an impact you think he could make?
Well, I don't, you can't judge that. Only time will tell. He got to get in there and learn what they want him to do and put the time in, man. And if he does that, I mean, I look at all of the players that pretty much play for the Heat. They all work hard and they get better, man, and they win. So, I don't see that being a problem for him.
Your program just announced you're putting Victor Oladipo into your basketball Hall of Fame. How did you guys come to that? He's got a lot of love down here, even though it ended short with injuries for him. A lot of Heat fans were big Oladipo fans.
He deserves to be there based on the body of work that he did here at Indiana University, and he's had a hell of a pro career as well. So, I mean, I'm happy. I spoke to him about a month ago and congratulated him. And if I'm around, I'm gonna stick my head in there and watch some of the ceremonies. But he definitely belongs in the hall here.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much, and thank you for giving us some insight into Kel'el Ware. We're very excited to watch him this year. Best of luck for your upcoming season.
Thank you. We love him here in Hoosier Land. Ain't no doubt about that. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Coach.